Yo, what's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Welcome to the Fans Point of View podcast. I am your host, Chucky Chubby, aka Clarence Hampton III. It's your coaches and get pros, the X's or the O's. This is the Fans Point of View. And what we know, let's go. What up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? As I can see, I got my Baltimore Ravens hat on. That's a no-no. But y'all know I used to coach the little Ravens football team. But anyway, the Ravens said, get out of here. We don't want that. That was gangster. That was a gangster move. That's why I got the Ravens hat on. That's some AFC North type deal. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here with that. So I was like, I'm gonna throw the Ravens hat on, man. I got one tucked away. What's up, y'all? Got a few topics we're gonna get into, man. A little bit of free NFL free agency is what y'all see right there below me. You know what I'm saying? With this a live tracker, ESPN. So if anything does happen, any trades happen while we up on here, we talking, we will know because you know what I'm saying, they up there. I told y'all I was gonna make a video about the Buffs and the players. So I decided to go live and kind of give y'all a description of how will the Colorado Buffaloes defeat and why the most two important teams. What up though, Bucket? What up with it? So why is Northwestern and Georgia Tech really important for the Buff season? Those two games are so important for Colorado, and I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm going to get into that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of topics to get through, but I wanted to really, you know what I'm saying, try to save that for at least the middle. You know what I'm saying? At least the middle. It's because what I got to say about Cam Heyward ain't going to take too long. You know what I'm saying? But I had to do a lot of homework on it too, you know what I'm saying, and researching that. So y'all stay with me. What up, Bucket? What up with y'all, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Share the live out. Let everybody know that we up in here, man, and that we out here right now in these YouTube streets, all right? So, you know, y'all know Cam Heyward just got signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers. For y'all that don't know, and you know what I'm saying, if you don't care, whatever, still informing you on it, he re-signed a contract extension. The dude, he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? He's a beast. They normally always want to compare Cam Heyward to players like Chris Jones, or you hear it, and they put Chris Jones above him. They put Aaron Donald in an elite category where they don't really put him at. What up, Cliff? What up with it? Share it out. Make sure y'all tap in, share the live out. I'm gonna put the link down there too. You know what I'm saying? In a second here. Let me get going real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the link down there. I could kind of come in as whenever, you know what I'm saying? But so the NFL free agency, though, nonetheless, they always got Cam Heyward. They compare him to Chris Jones, and they say Chris Jones is above Cam Heyward. Well, to me, longevity matters, right? And Chris Jones is good. Aaron Donald was elite, but Aaron Donald, and he was very elite in a 4 or 5 year span, right? That's what you could put him as. Chris Jones, I think his longevity, there's an argument there with him and Cam Heyward. But Cam Heyward, even him being damn near 40 years old, you know what I mean? He's still one of the top defensive linemen, defensive tackles, not defensive linemen, defensive tackles. You could even put him in the defensive line category, but then there's other players who would catapult over Cam Heyward, in my opinion. And I'm a Steelers fan, but still, nonetheless, I still think that there's other players that catapult over him, just like some names: Myles Garrett, Nick Bosa, TJ Watt. You know what I mean? TJ Watt, his production comes from interceptions. He also sacks the quarterback, comes off that edge all crazy. Myles Garrett, his sack numbers is just through the roof, breaking NFL records. So, you know what I mean? So when you say defensive lineman, it goes into another category. So defensive tackle, he's arguably the best one in the NFL. Cam Heyward is, even getting paid the dollars he's getting paid. But that also says other things about the Steelers that I'll get into later on. We'll have that conversation later, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to bring that up and say that because everybody on all the mainstream channels that I've seen, and they talk about the contract extension of Cam Heyward, the first thing out their mouth is Aaron Donald, and he's elite. Aaron Donald is elite, and there's very few people that go in that elite category unless we're talking production, and on top of production, we're talking longevity, health. How available are those players throughout these years, and are they consistent? And then Cam Heyward, I think, jumps up in that category if you're talking longevity and production, right? But if we're just talking elite, like, I don't think nobody's really touching him right now. Myles Garrett is on the way, most definitely. If he could produce another year the way he had last year, I think we got to start having that conversation about Myles Garrett being an elite defensive lineman. Wouldn't y'all agree? But nonetheless, we most definitely got this going on right now. So yeah, they see. Look, the Ravens, they just made another move. They signed. It's saying they like to see wide receiver Juwan Jennings to the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens need a better secondary pass catcher and the receivers who are willing to block. And the offensive coordinator, Declan Dole, seems Sean Payton and Ben Johnson, they asked their receivers to get dirty in the run game. Yeah, they want to block and all that. So Jennings will pair nicely with Zay Flowers. So, okay, Juwan Jennings. The Ravens is going after it right now. They doing their thing in the AFC North. I can't even knock that. I don't knock the Ravens, man. They're doing their thing. Signing Trey Hendrickson was a big move. Don't know how he got him from Cincinnati. I told y'all before, and I'm going to stand on it. Joe Burrow got to get out of Cincinnati. Joe Burrow has to get out of Cincinnati. He's not going to win there. I don't know why they're not shopping Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? I guess that's their franchise, but they're letting everybody go. You can't win with just offense. You know what I'm saying? You can't win with this offense shot. Didn't go get y'all a safety out of the draft last year. Let him go to Seattle. He winds up winning a Super Bowl there because they were eyeing him. He was supposed to go to him in the draft. They were supposed to go that way. They didn't go offensive lineman. Can't protect Joe Burrow. He spends another season getting injured. Like, Cincinnati's a mess. Cincinnati and Cleveland is a mess. And we're also going to talk about Shedeur Sanders too, because, I mean, lately, G. Bush been on people's heads over there, and it's just big. Like, should Shedeur Sanders start over Deshaun Watson or not? Like, that's a topic, and that's something that we definitely got to discuss too. Is because, and I think personally, with Shedeur and Deshaun Watson starting, Shedeur, he had his 7 games, right? People say that that's not a long enough time to evaluate a quarterback in the NFL. Well, my question is, and I'm just simply saying is, well, how long do you get as a 5th round quarterback to show your talents? Like, how long do you get? How long should Shedeur get to prove himself? He was a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty. We've seen plenty 5th round picks, and they may get 4 games and get pulled. He got the last 7 of the season, and right now it looks like the Browns they're up on him. Well, we know Todd Monken was up on Shedeur because he wanted him, right? So we know his new head coach wanted him because of him supposed to go to the Ravens, right? So we knew Todd Monken had interest in Shedeur Sanders backing up Lamar Jackson. Maybe he probably wouldn't even have been a backup role. You know what I'm saying? Had he went up into that Todd Monken offense, things probably could have went a different way because Lamar did go out. But nonetheless, Todd Monken had his eyes on Shedeur. He took the Cleveland job. And I think at this point, it's only fair to say that Shedeur right now is the QB1, right? It's only fair to say that, right? Because Todd Monken, that's his quarterback. Now, when it comes to Dylan Gabriel, he wasn't big on Dylan Gabriel. He didn't have his eyes on him. That was Stefanski's guy. You know what I mean? Dylan Gabriel, Stefanski's guy. Shedeur's Todd Monken's guy. And I think you move forward from that and seeing where it goes from there. Now, to me, it's just going to sound crazy, but I think you do. I think he do. Even as being a 5th round pick, I think it's fair that Shedeur Sanders is a starter. One being because Todd Monken handpicked him. He wanted Shedeur. That's number one. And number 2, Deshaun Watson had his chance. I think he had his chances up at Cleveland. Is he a veteran quarterback that can play? Yes. But Cleveland went out and broke all kinds of rules and had the NFL in a frenzy because they dropped 200 and what was it, 240 something mil, 260 mil. I can't remember exactly what the number, but I know it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Fully guaranteed contract on Deshaun Watson based on what he had done down there in Houston with the Texans. He come up to the AFC North and he has not looked like that since he's got up there at all. In no way, shape, or form has Deshaun Watson looked anything like his Houston days. He has not looked like that in the AFC North, not one time. So to me, I think he's proved himself. So I think it's only fair to say that, okay, yes, let's see what Shedeur got. And I look, and I don't even think that's a point that many people out there can argue, because I mean, that's just logically. We all watch football. We all seen, you know what I'm saying? We've all seen him play and take over. We seen Deshaun Watson play, take over. We seen him down at Houston. He was a superstar in the league, big name. He wanted to get out of Houston. Then we seen him go up to Cleveland and play in Cleveland, and we seen nothing happen with him. We seen him get injured. He's been battling injury since he's arrived up there at Cleveland. A lot of people were pissed that they spent all the money because they thought they was getting a for sure hit, like Cleveland was going to the next level based upon what was going on with the quarterback, with the quarterback position. It's always been a fluctuation, so they thought they were saved there. Like, okay, well, you know what I mean? Like, can he beat the Steelers? That hasn't happened. It just hasn't happened. And now you got to go with Shedeur, I think. I think at this point they got to go with Shedeur. Now, did they tell us that they go on quarterback? Not really. Not really. They haven't told us that they go on quarterback. And I'm not. We got to wait and see if the Cleveland Browns are going to go quarterback in the first round. But if they do go quarterback in the first round, what quarterback do you see going to go start over Shedeur Sanders in this draft this year? I mean, that's another question, because we've seen this position underdeveloped. Now, is there rumblings that Shedeur this, Shedeur that? There's always been that. We've known about all the things behind the scenes. We talked about some of the things. We know some of the things Shedeur struggles with, whatever. But he still got the upper hand because of his head coach right now that wanted him in Baltimore last year, correct? So all that, I think that voids everything out. Now, do they go quarterback, and which quarterback do they go get if they go quarterback? And I think if they go quarterback, I think they go in the later rounds. If they go, I don't think there's a first round quarterback out there. I'm still questioning Fernando right now. He said it's going to be a quarterback competition. That's what Cliff believed. I mean, we can naturally say that. I think you can naturally go ahead and say it's going to be a quarterback competition. But I think, you have to come out and say that when you're a coach, right? When you're a coach, you got to come out and say it's going to be a competition. But really, Deshaun had his chance. He's had his chances, man. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just being real. And I'm sure a lot of Cleveland Browns fans would agree. Like, yo, like, he had his chances. But do you go with Shedeur and what you seen last year? Didn't look great. It didn't look great. So once again, like, you know, I mean, we got to keep it real. But where do you go? Where do you go with that? I think Monken might work some magic with him. He got his guy. Let's see what happens there. Because really, and once again, I'll ask the question again. What quarterback do you see in this year's draft that can outplay Shedeur Sanders? They didn't go after Malik Willis. Malik Willis signed with the Dolphins. They didn't go after Tua. They didn't go after Kirk Cousins. You know, Kirk Cousins there's a whole quarterback thing because they got Michael Penix, they got Tua down there, and they had Kirk Cousins. They didn't go after neither one of those guys. What up, JB? So where do they go right now? You know what I'm saying? Like that's I don't know. You know what I mean? That if they're not making moves towards a quarterback in a free agency, and they still can make that move has not been ruled out yet. Let's make that clear. But as of right now, and I'm talking right now, it's only fair to say that, right? I think so. I mean, that's just what they're showing us at this particular moment. They're showing us like, this is my guy. This is who I'm rolling with, unless something else comes up. You said Ty Simpson, Drew Aller, Garrett Nussmeier, and Mendoza. You think all those quarterbacks are better than Shedeur Sanders right now that can go into Cleveland and start over him? I mean, if that, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna say that you're wrong, JB, because look, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, JB, because I just think that Monken got his guy right now. And yes, we seen Ty Simpson look good in the offseason. I mean, we've seen Ty Simpson look good in the regular season down in Bama, but when it came playoff time against some elite defenses, we seen that production go down in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, you got to agree with that. Ty Simpson, not saying that he probably won't be better in a top Monken system. Drew Aller, I don't know where to go with Drew Aller as far as Drew Aller goes. I mean, they were eyeing him. I'm not going to lie and say that Penn State wasn't, they wasn't looking at Penn State. Some of the Cleveland Browns scouting department and all that. I heard rumblings of them looking at Penn State and up in Ohio State also. But, I mean, I don't know where you go with Drew Aller. And what he did at the combine, that was nice. We know he got a big arm. I thought he should do the biggest. I didn't think he had the biggest arm there, to be honest. No, I don't think so. But who knows? Who knows? He might be a hit. But from what he put up at Penn State, I don't know. He wound up getting injured. He quit on his team up at Penn State. Then he didn't even go into the combine and do all the drills. And you had the whole season to prepare for the combine because you was out. He only played like, I think 3 games this year. But, you know, you said I don't think Shedeur is actually his guy. I mean, why don't you think that Tom Monken is Tom Monken wanted the drafts. He was going to draft Shedeur in the later rounds, right? He was going to take him. So he was like, all right, he'll fit my system. He'll fit. He can get done in my offense what I want done. He wanted him. He was going to draft him, correct? He was going to draft him. That's all I'm saying. Like that. So I think those guys there, you know what I'm saying? I dropped the link. If y'all wanted to come up, you said better arm, anticipation, defensive reading, and bigger, just athletic. I get that with Aller. And I can't argue those things with Drew Aller, but once again, like we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens with Drew Aller. Drew Aller's not a first round pick. He's definitely not going to. I don't think the Browns is going to spend the first round pick on Drew Aller when they got all them other holes to fill on that team. And why this team is rebuilding and what they need to do in the draft, I think they got to go best available at this point. The way that this draft is looking, I think you got to go best available. If you're the Cleveland Browns, you got to go best available. I think like they got to go after Downs, generational talent type of safety. Caleb Downs, like you can't go past him for a quarterback. And it's going to take time to rebuild in Cleveland. Everybody in Cleveland know that it just ain't going to be this year and then they're going to win. So I don't know how that goes, but I would like to hear your opinion though, JB. I think you on to something, JB. I really like what you got cooking though. So, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Cliff?
What's up? I don't think they drafting the QB. I think they gonna wait because the class is stronger next year. And the reason why I say that's not really Monken's guy, the Ravens wanted him as a franchise, not so much as pairing him with Monken. You know what I'm saying? Depending on I know Monken's offense a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay.
And it's nothing that Shedeur has ever been in.
Right. Well, I mean, I think that Shedeur do good in Monken's offense. I played against the Ravens. I played against the Ravens for the past couple of years. I've watched us play against the Ravens. I think he could do that.
So I mean, I think he can make some advances, but it's about him being able to make the reads. Now, I'm figuring what they said is it's going to be a quarterback competition, even though Deshaun has restructured his contract. We don't know what we're going to get from Deshaun Watson. We don't know if Deshaun Watson, the old, is going to come out of nowhere or what.
Right.
Or if we go get the same stink, or we go get the stinker that we got before he got hurt. because you were right. He was Jesus. He was horrific.
He was.
And of course, and if that's the last film that I saw, actually, I would have been uncut him by now. But considering you made the dumb move of owing him that much money or paying him that much money,
he got to stick around.
Right.
Right.
So now now it's a competition to see what you got. It's a competition to see if he's together mentally and if he has some resemblance of Deshaun Watson in Houston. If they get that, he will be the starter. If not, I'm with you. Shedeur would be the starter.
All right. Yeah,
but I still.
Monka did say that he wanted Shedeur last year. He did say that when there was a video that was surfacing around him saying when he shook Shedeur and he was like, "I wanted you last year." He did say that to him.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I saw that, but I mean, of course, he know the camera's around too, so okay, But my thing is this: I still think that they will. I don't think they want any of the quarterbacks that are coming out this year.
All right. I don't think so either.
I think the class next year is a whole lot stronger, and that's probably what they will be in the running for. Because I don't think they're going to be too good this year either.
He didn't get him, JB. He didn't get him. He didn't get him last year.
He didn't get who?
He didn't get Shedeur because the Browns drafted him. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go to Ravens. Remember, he told him no. Remember, Shedeur
right? He told him no.
He told the Ravens and the Eagles no.
Right.
Because he wanted a chance to start. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what happened with that situation. But I mean, look, the quarterbacks in the draft right now, I don't really know if I don't see any of them really going in there and changing a franchise this year.
Right.
I don't see it. I thought a lot of these guys like, and even with Fernando Mendoza, it's hard to not like dude for who he is as a person, but still, like, if we talking football, like, and that's what we doing here, like, come on, man. Like, I don't know if he's going to the Raiders and changing that franchise.
Right.
I don't know if he's doing that.
Right.
Can he make some throws? Yes. But you got to understand too, like, he has some dogs up at Indiana on the outside too. And if the Raiders want him to be any successful, and they got a long way to go, more than just Fernando Mendoza. They need to be trying to grab up the best receivers that's out there. You know what I'm saying? And they not making no moves towards that. You know what I mean? And I love Chambliss, but Chambliss, he ain't coming out till next year. Chambliss, he went through the whole thing. Like, I think Chambliss probably would have been the best quarterback that came out this year. To be honest, but even Chambliss knew that he had some things to work on. That's why he went back to college, and I don't think nothing wrong with that. I really don't see nothing wrong with that with Chambliss going back. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Shedeur, yeah, I think right now, honestly, I think he's in the front running for that QB1 up at Cleveland. That's just me, but
a lot of things. I think a lot of things are about to change, and I've been noticing that with what has happened this year in the free agent market as far as the quarterbacks. You do kind of want to have you a quarterback that's not making a lot of money unless you a Josh Allen, a Lamar, or something like that, so you can build the rest of your team.
And then JB and Cliff, like, we gotta remember too, this is the Cleveland Browns we talking about, y'all. This is not
right.
A regular ordinary franchise.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? This is the Cleveland Browns. Like, they stay doing Cleveland Browns type of stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even logically, but even what we're seeing right now, as of right now in free agency right now, them not even going to go grab a veteran quarterback that was available like a Malik Willis. It clearly says that he's thinking something about Shedeur. That he's big on Shedeur. I mean, whether we want to agree with that or not, and say and look at it and say, like, logically in the football sense of everything that he may lack or whatever, they're showing you that that position is not priority because they think they got something there. Am I right or am I wrong? I mean, that's the way we got to look at this.
I think it's a priority. I just think they know this year's class. Next year's class is better.
Well, why not go after a veteran quarterback for a bridge? You can sell these guys for a veteran minimum.
Well, because really, only what veterans you got out there besides Kirk Cousins?
You got Cousins that's going to be out there. He's probably going to go for he can go for a vet minimum. You got
Cousins is going to go somewhere
out there. Tua was on the trade. Tua was on the thing.
Really, Tua, really trucking. Tua, really trucking. Tua.
I mean, so over Shedeur. I mean, I'm saying if you want a quarterback,
right, I wouldn't even take Tua over Shedeur right now. Okay, no,
so that's what I'm saying. So if I don't want Tua over Shedeur, I'm just naming the quarterbacks that was out there.
Right, it wasn't nobody's. Willis is coming to start.
Okay,
even though he done only threw 35 balls.
So why not get Willis though? Why not?
But I don't think they want to go Willis.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I think they want to go if they got the reason I feel like this. The reason why they waiting is they want to go. They want to pick their so-called franchise quarterback.
Right, and
who they have this year. This is the bridge year.
Right. Who's the bridge?
It's going to either be Shedeur or Deshaun.
Exactly what I'm saying. They're showing us that they're looking at Shedeur as being the starter. That's what I'm saying. If they're not making the moves as for a quarterback, they can even go get a bridge out of free agency. This is just the facts over what we're feeling like. This is what the Browns is doing. This is not what we think. This is what they're showing us as fans out here. If they're not making a move in that particular position, even to go grab a bridge guy, like Kyler Murray was out there.
I don't think they wanted him.
Okay, that's scratched, but he's a veteran quarterback with NFL experience. He's had some winning records over there at Arizona. Yeah. Ain't been the prettiest, but the motherfucker ball. And he got speed, right? Didn't want him.
Yeah, but with his problems, they didn't want him.
That's what I'm saying.
Then you had Kirk Cousins, which he may be going somewhere else.
He could just be a bridge for right now. I mean, Kirk Cousins, he pretty much know, like, look, my career's on the backside of it. I'll take a bridge job. Give me a 2-year contract, $14 million. That's a bridge contract. You know what I'm saying? 2 years, 10 to 14 mil. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But they didn't even go after a bridge. They're like, I'm gonna give Shedeur another chance, or I'm gonna let him compete out with Deshaun Watson. If that's what you want, so I'm gonna let him compete for the starting job with the Deshaun Watson. But
right, and if Deshaun doesn't look like Deshaun of Houston, which is what I said, Shedeur is your guy this year.
That's what I'm saying. That's like everything.
And I think that's good for him because then, barring injury, you get to see if he improves on what we all know he needs to improve on. And we already know that I don't care how heroic he may try to be, Cleveland probably still won't win no more than 5 games.
Right. I mean,
this is his film for the other 31 NFL teams.
And they have to get talent in Cleveland. They got to get talent. So
yeah, they need to.
So you don't go quarterback. You go talent. You go and try to go get the generational guy. You better go get Caleb Downs. That's what they better do. They better get Caleb Downs to go with Denzel Ward. Start building up. You know what I'm saying? Either going to go get a top line. They got to get the safety. I go top DB. Go get the safety. And then I don't know what you do with your second first round pick.
I don't want to cut you off, Trucking. I'm sorry. So are you saying build defense or offense first? Which direction? You're saying Caleb Downs. So you basically, would you be starting on the defensive side to get Garrett some help since his thing is wasted, or do you look to move Myles Garrett for more picks?
I don't look. I think what Cleveland is doing right now, Cleveland is just building, and logically, if you know what I'm saying, if the Cleveland Browns are going to keep Garrett, they're going to keep Myles Garrett around. But if they were smart, yes, they probably would. I probably would be thinking about moving Myles Garrett, and but they're right now they're probably going to keep him. They're probably going to keep him because that's what they do.
Right.
And just take best available, whether that be offense or defense. You got
Okay.
to just get young talent. I mean, either side of the ball, they got pieces that's missing on both sides of the ball.
Right.
So you go best available on both ends. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Whoever's best of, I mean, top. But you can't miss. All I'm saying is they cannot miss on getting a guy like Caleb Downs in Cleveland. They can't miss on that. They shouldn't miss on that. You got the chance, and you got to go grab him. You got to go grab that guy, and then you got to go get the top receiver if you can go get that. If he's there at that. And I think they're picking low enough. If I'm not mistaken. I got to look at the board again, but I think Cleveland's picking low enough to grab, like, to get a guy. I ain't going to say Mekhi Lemon, and I'm saying, but they could probably do something like Caleb Downs and maybe whoever goes first with those receivers. But they definitely can get one of them top 3 guys, I think, and Downs.
Okay.
Lemon Tate, and who else am I? Lemon Tate and Jordan Tyson. Out of those 3 guys, I think they can go there and grab that. I mean, but who knows? The Browns might do something that might shock us. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? The Browns just go. They do all unordinary stuff. So, you know what I mean?
And then you go, you try to find you a gem of a lineman in the later rounds.
That's what I'm thinking. Thinking. I mean, unless they go there first, they may go there first if they up on it. And if they do go lineman first, that just further I can't wait to the draft, because then we'll have a more bigger picture of actually what they're actually thinking in it. Because if you're going to invest in your offensive line in the first round, you're definitely hiring your quarterback. Are you not? Let's just be real. Like, come on. Like, we can't deny that. Like,
not necessarily that season. Because I mean, I forgot who did that first, that came in and already had an offensive line when he was drafted and sat back. I mean, you kind of want to have your offensive line a little solidified, at least for a year, or get some people in there at least for a year if you're going to go quarterback the next year, your franchise quarterback, because you don't want them coming in with just a abysmal offensive line, really.
No, but I mean, that y'all just went out and just and ramped up y'all whole offensive line the whole offseason. Y'all pay close attention to that to try to get some protection for Caleb Williams.
Well, I mean, the thing was, the mistake was, and they recognized it, that the first year that he played, I mean, he didn't have an offensive line, and we all can agree on that.
Right.
So what they did was they went and got him a couple of more playmakers on offense, and they got him a better offensive line. Now they're improving the offensive line even more.
I don't know what the Browns is thinking right now, because I really ain't seen them make too many moves
right in free agency,
free agency right now. So I really don't know what they're thinking, but I know if they were thinking about replacing them, I think they probably would have went after one of those top name quarterback, and it still could happen. I'm just speaking on as of right now. You know what I'm saying? It probably still could happen.
No,
but
he's got a home there for this coming up season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's for sure. Shedeur isn't going anywhere this upcoming season. He might not go anywhere after this season. I think it all depends on his play. If he wins the job, I think it depends on his play, regardless to the team's record, because I think they already know they really don't have too much talent around him.
Right.
So regardless to that, it's going to be left up to him.
Right. I feel that. I agree. I agree with that. Closing out. So now this is what a lot of people probably came in here for, because y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all seen the Colorado player with his foot on the back of the Georgia Tech player, Northwestern player looking on the side, Baylor and Utah looking at him. So pretty much, what do the Buffs have to do in order to win the Big 12? What do they got to do to win the Big 12? Well, first of all, they got to have their elite coaching. You got to put in the work. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have, and everything gotta align for them to win the Big 12. I'm not saying that, but what I'm simply saying is, and what I'm simply stating, and what I'm about to give y'all is a full breakdown of the Colorado Buffaloes and my homework, what I had to go and do. Okay. So starting off, you know what I'm saying? They had to overhaul both sides, right? And I mean, you got to gut the system. We talked about Colorado and how, what's their key to success? How does Colorado become more successful in the Big 12? Well, we always talked about the coaching and how there was lack of development, how there was lack of coaching, not elite coaching at all. You know what I'm saying? Them not studying playbooks a lot. We critiqued a lot about the Buffs here, over here, there, right? So now they went out and they did all that. They addressed a lot of those needs, right? And now I'm saying they had to overhaul both sides of the ball, right? Because things just wasn't clicking. The defense giving up, what was they giving up? I don't know what, 35 points a game, 35 plus points a game or something crazy like that. That on an average that was. And they got to get that down, right? The offense wasn't scoring. And in order to be a championship contender, I think your offense got to be scoring like in that range, that 35 and up on points per game on up to be a contender. And that's just statistically. So going into it, the 21 points a game, that's not going to cut it. You can't win any conference only scoring 21 points a game. Yeah, it happened back in the day when they was running the ball very physical and playing really tough defense, but that's not what we in right now. We're not in that age right now. We're in the new age of football. So with that being said, they gun at both sides. Now they you got a new look with Brennan Marion, right? So now he brought in a lot of new recruits. And now they got to improve on that record, because being 3-9 and 1-8 in the Big 12, that's not going to cut it at all. That's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? The offense. So now they got to jump up, like I said, from 21 points a game. They got to be scoring 35 plus to be matching even if we're just looking at the Big 12. If you go look at the Big 12 teams last year, the top teams and what they were scoring, the Buffs wasn't close, but they got to get there this year. Now, defensively, Colorado, they got to cut it back down. Allowing 30.5 points, that's on the low. That's on the low edge, right? In the Big 12, you can't do that. So if you look at both of the Big 12's top teams last year, and BYU and Texas Tech, they was only averaging, giving up about somewhere between 17 to 21 points a game. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you got to get it at. How do they get there, right? So you look at some of the key returners. Really ain't gotten no key returners, but the key players who they brought in, right? That's who you look at. The running back, Richard Young from Alabama. That guy is going to be heavily dependent on the success of the Buffs in that backfield. He's going to be heavily dependent on, he's going to get a high usage out of this guy, and he has to run that ball. He going to run that ball hard. He got to. You know what I'm saying? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So you look at the DB room, Randon Fournette, Justin Eaglin. So bringing both of those guys in with production, that's supposed to help this Colorado defense in this background, and the defensive backs in Colorado, right? So now you got to go look at the receivers that they brought in DeAndre Moore Jr. and the JUCO defensive lineman, DeMonte Pica Jr., right? So do that. Now they fit the roster turnover. It's been done. The scheme fits. I think he got some of them in there. Now the benchmarks. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at that too. The recruiting, was it a good strategy? You know what I'm saying? And I think it was. So now we got to go looking at the offense. I'll try to start off with the offense with Julian Lewis. He's projected to be the starter. But Isaac Wilson from Utah is looking really good too. So with that being said, when you got those guys and then the running back, I already talked about Richard Young and DeKalen Taylor. I didn't talk about him too much, but DeKalen Taylor, he's supposed to be getting a heavy workload too out of the backfield. But we already know Michael Welch. There's a lot of backs and the receivers, and I talked about that last week. You got Hakeem Williams, Elijah Legg, a lot of those guys, right? So now I'm going to try to give y'all a quick statistic look on what a championship team look like at quarterbacks in the positions. Because this is, I had to go and do this. I had to go and get the numbers right and everything. So y'all gotta bear with me, man. It's a lot that goes into this, bro. It's a lot, bro. It's a whole lot. And I had to go break it down because I told you I was going to do it. And that's exactly what I did. It's a lot. I think it's like 3,500 yards passing out of your quarterbacks. But remember, they have two of them, right? They have two. So if Isaac Wilson came in and threw for, I don't know what, 1,000, what is that, 1,400, 1,500, something like that. I think it's like what, 1,200 yards. If both of them could get 1,200 yards out of them and 12 touchdowns apiece. Now let's just say that happened because there's two of them, but it could even fluctuate because one quarterback can get 2,000, 2,700 yards, and the other one can get 1,000, just 1,100, right? That still kind of average out to that 3,500 yards a season with the 25 touchdowns. Because I'm trying to look at what I did was I looked at all the top quarterbacks and the quarterbacks who won the national championship. Fernando Mendoza, his stats. Go back and look at the past history of the championship quarterbacks, their stats, the running back stats, the linebackers, the running backs. See what the running backs did. And you'll see that, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to have a pass-heavy offense in the way that we think that this is going to happen, that 3,500 yards, that mark damn sure got to be hit, right? That's the first check mark. But it can happen between two quarterbacks once again. The running back running backs got to have 8. They got to have 8. There got to be either 2 over 450, 2 over 400, and they got to have, I don't know, 7, 8 touchdowns apiece. Statistically, this is statistically what I'm breaking it down to be, right? With the Kalen Taylor and them. Now, if you're looking at that running back room is well over capable of getting 400 yards. If I can't get 400 yards out of two of these running backs, something's really going on wrong. Something's really going on wrong with the go-go, right? If you can't get out of 7, 8 receivers in that wide receiver room in Colorado, 3,500 yards, something's wrong. And in this linebacker room under Coach Marv, if I can't get a top tackler in the Big 12 and all that, and that should take what? So we look at like Jack Kelly, or you could look at Chris Golday from Cincinnati, and then you go back and look, it's about somewhere between 75 and 100 tackles. That's what your linebackers got to be getting, right? I think that could happen. And this defense, fast pace, got to come off the edge. DeMonte Pico, that defensive line, leading that defensive line, will he be the leader? We don't really know yet because there really ain't been no captain's call. But that pressure has to come off the edge. Now with Chris Marvin, his background being a linebacker, I'm thinking his defense it's going to be heavily relied on a lot of exotic blitzes, getting to the quarterback and having those edges pin their ears back and getting, and stopping plays and getting those TFLs. That's important. That has to happen. Does the defense got to show up or they give up a lot of yards? That's cool. But what matters is the points, right? The points. Because you can go and look at some of the teams and you'll say, well, dang, trucking, like that can't be true because this defense gave up this many yards, but look at how many touchdowns they gave up. You've seen a lot of yards and some skate through. Some skate through, giving up plenty of yards, but the touchdowns matter, stopping them in the red zone, holding them to 3 points. Can that happen at this defense? I think so with this linebacker core that you just brought in and this head coach Chris Marv. I think that's almost fair to say. So that's what I pretty much went ahead and I got that quick breakdown. Now I could go through all the players, but y'all gonna have to stay tuned for the video for that one because all the players and everything, the pictures, I ain't load that up. But you know what I'm saying? So you can get familiar with the talent and the players and the positions and all that. But I just kind of wanted to give y'all a quick outlook on if they can compete in the Big 12. I think so. I think they got all the key. I think they have the key players in the positions that they need them in. Now it's up to the coaches. And I think from what we've been seeing, it's a different vibe going on. It's a totally different vibe going on in Colorado than what I'm used to seeing, at least. Because I haven't watched too much. I'm gonna just be honest. I really haven't watched too much of the well-off media in the past couple years. But I've seen a couple, episodes this year, and I'm getting a different vibe. It's a lot of competition going on. Nothing's really set. The coaches are being very upfront with the players, letting them know you suck today, you did good, or you got to step it up. And I like that. And that's what goes on everywhere. That goes on everywhere for real. This ain't a game of sunshine and rainbows. You ain't out there coaching, little boys. And even if you is out there coaching little boys, you still got to let them know, like, this is a man's game. This is a gladiator game. You could get hurt any and every play. This is a violent game, and they preaching that day in and day out, how violent this sport is and how you got to be physical and violent in order to survive. And I think that's a good recipe for a Big 12 who has to earn his respect, because a lot of people looked at the Big 12 and said that it's a glorified G6 conference because they pulled from the G6 to fill that conference. So, but to me, I think they're stepping up. I really do. I think the Big 12 has stepped up in competition. I won't want to knock it down and say that that's there, because there's still a lot of good coaches there that Colorado has to face this year, that Coach Prime got to go against. And Dave Aranda and Baylor, he has to go against him. And Sonny, I don't know if they got TCU and Sonny Dykes, but there's some good coaching. I even look at Arizona State, and I think that they stepped up tremendously and in a big way. They brought that physicality there to the Big 12, and so did Arizona. I think Coach Brennan over there at Arizona, I think he's doing a good job too. But talking about Colorado, at the pieces is set. I think the table is set for them to be competitive, but they got to come out in those really important games. Now, to talk a little bit about the pitcher and what I was talking with, what I was trying to say with a pitcher was, those out of conference games is so important for Colorado. Two of the most important games, because if they do drop a game to Texas Tech or to a Utah, right? You know what I mean? Playing somebody and beating somebody in the Big Ten, and I don't care if it's Northwestern, that's still a Big Ten team. That's an out of conference game. That game is important. An ACC contender like Georgia Tech, that's important. Those two games are really important for Colorado to not only make a stamp, but I think it'll possibly help them later on in the season if it came down to a tiebreaker for some reason. Shouldn't get to that point, but if it does, I think that those games are really important to look at in winning those two games. They got to come out and start off and win those two games. So that's where I'm at with Colorado, man, and how I'm feeling about that, because like the offensive line being reinforced. So you try to go and look at the veteran O-linemen that they did in the transfer portal, right? You got to try to build veteran O-linemen, because that's where the game is won at, in the trenches, right? You got to block for the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They got to get that done. The pass rush, you got to get pass rush upgrade, and especially with Jordan Seaton moving on. That's going to be a tough position to refill. We know that. So there may be some weak areas off of that left tackle area. Let's pay attention to that this season and see what happens there. But also looking at the pass rush and the defensive unit, they started in a portal. Are you getting guys with production, like I said, with TFLs and sacks? I think they went and did that. Devon Hunt, Vince Beagles. You know what I'm saying? And then the lessons under the new DC. Let's go. Don't really know if it's going to hit or not. But I'm big on it, and I do believe in it this year, because a lot of it with the coaching, man. A lot of it's there, y'all. Believe it or not. Now, back to my Steelers, because ain't nobody going, y'all not going to argue me on Colorado. I know ain't nobody disagreeing, because what could we disagree with right now? Really? I mean, it's early on. You know what I'm saying? It's early on in this. We really ain't seen no depth chart or anything. I'm just trying to give y'all a quick outlook on what it might take to win the Big 12. And I think that's why, shout out to Rawhide, man. I think that's why Raw always said, like, the Big 12 is up for grabs every single year because it really is. And it's not you could take that as a knock. You could take that with however you want to take it. But if you watch football on film, you'll say the same thing, even if you're just watching the film. But even if you're a numbers guy and you look at the numbers, these numbers are attainable from every team, from a lot of these teams in the conference. But especially when you go and get the production that they went and got, it's very obtainable. If this team, if this Colorado Buffalo team can just handle simple tasks like the game management, clock management, keeping the penalties under wraps, and being a disciplined football team, but physical, like, you know what I'm saying? That will take this team a very long way in this Big 12. It will. Just go look at. Don't take my word for it. Listen to what I'm saying, and then go research and what I'm saying, and then come back and let me know. Because I'm telling you, you're going to agree. Because this is just not talking out of it. This is me being well researched and looking at the numbers. Of course, I watch football, so and I watched all the games. So I seen the film. I seen what they can do on film. I see where the areas they need to improve in. Now you go look at the numbers with it too, and it matches up. It matches up, and it makes everything make sense. That this conference is most definitely obtainable to win. It is toughest team, I think, going in. Of course, you want to put. I think you people. You put a lot on Utah, right? They had mid turnover. Thought they would have a lot more with their coach leaving and going up to Michigan, but that didn't happen. So they did retain some talent, and they did retain Devin Dampier. I think that makes Utah a good team, but I think that slightly knocks them off. BYU, they had a lot of young talent on that team. Jack Kelly leading the defense. He's going on to the NFL. So they got to replace that production. He was a freak all over the field, and he was a captain on that defense. I do think that hurts BYU, and I think it'll show up this year. Still think that Kalani Sitake is a hell of a coach. You look at BYU and Dave Aranda. Dave Aranda's team with Baylor, not BYU, excuse me, but Baylor and Dave Aranda. He's a defensive-minded coach. So, Sawyer Robinson leaving, hell of a guy, hell of production at quarterback. DJ Lagway coming in. You want to hope that DJ Lagway goes back home to Baylor from that area, grew up a Baylor fan. You know what I'm saying? He goes in there and he shows why he wants to be back home in Texas. He's more comfortable because he looked out of his element in Florida, didn't look that good in games. I was big on DJ Lagway last year, very big. Didn't forget about him, but I also seen his weaknesses, and I'm sure he worked on that. And he's going to work through that, right? But being with a defensive head coach, he should have a better understanding on how to read a defense. But while he's learning and vulnerable this year, I think Colorado can expose that and get a win. Okay. Now you look at K-State and what K-State's up to. Who's quarterbacking for K-State? Who's going to be the quarterback? Now we know they like to run, but didn't their coach left? K-State's coach, he retired, didn't he? Or was that Leopold? He's done. So K-State without a coach. You know what I'm saying? And quarterback position not really filled. I don't know. Are they going to be saved? Running back gone. They lost a lot of production too. K-State did, but they brought in some guys though. K-State, they brought in some more guys. But I think that's a game that they could win. Oklahoma State, don't really know. You look at them, and I honestly will say this to me, and I'm being honest, even going for the Buffs, I'm being honest. I think Oklahoma State got the best quarterback in the damn conference, and I will say that from North Texas, Drew Messamaker, what he was able to do at the University of North Texas last year was phenomenal. I think that when you look at him in the way that he read the defenses as a freshman, the throws that he made, they scored a lot of points. North Texas, I will argue that North Texas, they should have probably been in a playoff over Tulane. You know what I mean? I don't, but I don't think none of them teams should have made it, to be honest. But that's another conversation for another day. I still think that G5 needs their own playoff bracket. But when you look at what North Texas was doing, that was a very high-powered offense, very high-powered. Now, that defense was giving up way too many yards, but that's, if you statistically go look at a team that has a very high-powered offense and a defense that gave up a lot of yards and points, you'll look at that North Texas team from last year. And you say, how did they win? Simply with offense. That quarterback he was just phenomenal in that offense. And now he got his coach. Coach got a lot of those players over there at Oklahoma State. I do think it's a jump up. Not too much of, but I still think it's a jump up. And I respect what they're doing. But I think I still will stand on that. I think he's the best quarterback right now. I still think getting Isaac Wilson was great for Colorado. That was a great move. Great grabbing him up, veteran quarterback, creating some competition in that quarterback room, and that making anybody feel safe at home, because now you're going to get the highest level of production out of that quarterback position. But Willie French Houston. He's in that conference. Don't think it's going to be a walkthrough at all. But he's lost a lot of his defensive guys. I think the DB room last year, led by Latrell McCutcheon, that attitude there, I think it was great. Quarterback, I think, could have played a lot better. They're losing their star tight end, which was like their top receiver also. So it's there. It's up for grabs. That's what I'm saying. Where you want to look at it? You want to look at it? Film, football, top what? It's up for grabs. Cannot say that it's not. Oh, the Dawg. Oh, my fault. The Dawg and Big Country came up with me. What's up with y'all? Y'all, what's going on?
What's up,
Dawg? He said Avery Johnson's still there. Avery Johnson is butt. You said K-State gonna be a problem. Why do you think K-State gonna be a problem? Based on what we seen out of Avery Johnson last year with K-State, why would we say K-State's about to be a problem?
Hey, trucking.
Yeah, I'm listening. What's up, Neckbone?
Man, I think Isaac Wilson gonna be a problem, bro.
You think Isaac Wilson from Colorado about to be a problem?
Yeah, bro.
Why is that?
It's just something about him, bro. He just like he kind of like Ryan Stubb 2.0, but it's like he a little bit better. Like he got experience in winning in the cold weather when they need him. I feel like he gonna make some great decisions late in the season when they need a quarterback. Simply throw the ball, react to the defense of what they doing. I think Isaac Wilson is the guy, bro. And honestly, that's where I think they're gonna get their 6 wins from, bro. I don't understand. One thing I don't understand is the overhype for Juju to rush and play. It's never been like that in college football. You always had a freshman wait his turn unless he like that. I don't see a Kyler Murray and Juju. I mean, the dude is so short. I mean, you got to depend on some of his speed, getting out the pocket.
Yeah.
I kind of see his accuracy, but when I seen garbage yards, I mean, the game over. Like, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? 0-0. You going in, you got to win this game. If they go 0-4 let's just say they lose a whole bunch of games with him, why not just put Isaac in? Why not just start him? Coach Prime is a big fan of playing the best player that practices, and it looked like Isaac Wilson, bro. He looked like the better quarterback, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
if I ain't spitting on the facts, tell me, bro. I mean,
no, look. I'm gonna be honest. I seen Juju go in there and throw a pick. You know what I'm saying? I seen that happen, and I think, look, at this point, and what's been going on after a 3-9 season, I think CP. I think Coach Prime is saying like, look, man, you got to go with the better guy. And look, because I don't think it's him. I think he's letting Brendan Marion coach that team, man. He's stepping back and letting those coaches coach this year. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. He's looked like he's just being there for more of the mental support of the whole thing. And I think Brendan Marion for sure is going to start the better quarterback. And I agree with you. I think Isaac Wilson has more experience, and he probably should get the start not at the position. I don't disagree with that. I think, you know what I'm saying, the good dilemma is that they say if you got two quarterbacks, you ain't got no quarterbacks, right? That's what they normally say. But I will say this also. But when you got two good quarterbacks, what's the saying for that? Because either one of them can run this offense. Either one of them.
I look at it like this, Trucker. With Juju, I kind of see it in his eyes. It just looked like he feel as if he should be the starter day one just because he's a 5-star. I seen that last year, bro. Like when Kane Salter was in, I could kind of sense that he was kind of like, why y'all ain't put me in the game? I see the rolling of the eyes. I see a lot of, you know what I'm saying, just
the body language,
feeling prioritized. Like he should be the guy. And quite frankly, I knew Kane Salter was gonna mess up. But my thing was, I mean, who wouldn't at Colorado with all those guys who really wasn't coaching at their full potential? And it, like you say, it looks different now. They got coaches in there who about their business, and they ain't tolerating no weak shit. So why wouldn't you?
Here too. What's up, Law?
Why wouldn't you start a guy who has winning experience? Let's just say Mountain West, Pac-12ish. You know those teams that they play, Utah. When they get cold, like you need those guys to step up, and he has performed. So when, like I said, I was kind of like, I see a lot of people saying, and I get off because I see a lot of the guys coming up.
Cooking, man. Hey, you ain't say, man. Keep going, neck ball.
I was really, when I seen Big Richie Young, when I seen him score that touchdown. Before that, I just said, okay, he basically gonna be Cavassier Smoke 2.0. Oh. He ain't gonna get the chance. I mean, he a big guy. He gonna be one of those guys that Prime brought in, and he might not get no pull because I feel like the coach before had coached his running back. Then you got Michael Welch in there. Then you got some other guys, scat backs in there, and he might not get no pull if he don't show up in practice. But they let him play. Those players, you have to let those guys eat in the game and go from there. I mean, practice ain't everything, but at the quarterback position, man, you got to have a guy in there that's won and experienced, because those games, some of those games you don't want to lose. Like when they go play with us, they got UCL. They don't want to lose that game, bro. Those games that could get them in a bowl eligible, they can't lose those games. And that's just all I got to say, y'all. Y'all can finish it off.
Neck bone. Nah, we gonna keep going. What's up, Law Dog? What up, Cliff? What's up? What up? Did it, Law?
Well, shit, what's happening?
What's happening with you?
I just got up. Why?
Okay, working late. I feel that, up all night. So I'm in here cooking about the Buffs. I got, as you can see on the screen right now, though, we got the free agent tracker going live, so we can see what's going on with the NFL free agency while we live on here. But we talking about Colorado, and I just kind of gave a brief breakdown of why I think the Buffs are going to be successful and why they can be successful in the Big 12 this year, and based off of, if you go look at the stats and everything. So I just want to ask you this leading off, like, why do you, well, you already told us pretty much, but once again, why do you think the Buffs will be successful this year?
I mean, because I believe it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm the guru. And I feel like, shit, if I can see it and I can believe it, then it's going to motherfucking happen. Cliff, didn't I tell you Miami was going to kick Notre Dame ass? What the fuck they do?
Man, dog, that was some luck, man. We all had the flu last year.
Yeah, we're gonna kick their ass again. I just had to get that, understood.
That ain't gonna happen.
But with that being said, it's just a better overall product, bro. You feel me? Like I told you, I think my biggest point, one of the best points I heard myself say, because I go back and listen to the videos, Chubby. It's almost like watching film on myself. You feel me? So as I do my analysis of myself and I listen to what's being said in the Colorado community, I said, let me go see what that dog talking about. So I go holler at the boy. I'm listening to him, and he said one thing that I found thought provoking. He said, when there's time for change, you have to bring in new people. And I know a lot of people like to mention the word cohesion and togetherness, but I say if you look at any situation, like if you look at a car, right,
Mm-hmm.
and the tread on the tires is gone, you got to put new tires on there, right?
That's a fact.
If the part alternator went out and the car is not cranking, you got to put a new part on there, right?
That's a fact.
As long as work with all the old previous parts that's around. You see what I'm saying? So if we look at it as a Fortune 500 and the business is failing and it's not doing, they bring in a new boss, which in essence is a head coach. They bring in a new CEO, which in essence is a officer coordinator. A CFO is in which could be a defensive coordinator. An accountant could be a GM who handles your NIL deals and things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm
I
saying
got you.
is you have to bring in a new team, a new staff to get results that you haven't got before.
I got you, dog. I got you. So what you're saying is you
Mhm.
can't teach a old dog new tricks, but an old dog can get new treats. Okay, I got you. Long with you.
If that's how you interpret it, I can go for that. You know what I mean? It sounds like you hearing me. You know what I mean? I think you might be trying to pick up what I'm putting down. I leave it on the flow, man.
Okay. All right.
So, I mean, that's just what it is, bro. And and beyond, my studious talk, man, I just say, man, Brendan Marion, man, he's one of those guys where I could, if I could play the game, if I could still go out there and play the game, you know what I mean, and line up across from a nigga like Cliff in his heyday, and just take a motherfucker and just grab his ass and drive him down the field and just show him like you can't fuck with me. You know what I mean? I want to play for Brandon Marion, man. That's just what I would do. You feel me? And then if I had to climb to the next level and they had neck bone back there linebacker and he think he finna shoot that gap, oh no, ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. If I gotta get to that second level, ain't none of that. I got him, coach.
I'm telling you, because you look like, so what you was talking about, neck bone, you said that you were talking about Richard Young, right? Richard Young running, right? That's what you was talking about?
Yeah.
All right. So, and then you got the backup Jaquil Smith, and then you got Michael Welch. That's a good problem to have in this go-go offense. You remember why it's a good problem to have in this go-go offense, though, right? Because he's trying to average between 80 to 90 snaps a game. That's a lot. That's a lot of snaps. That's a constant 2-minute offense. You bound to get tired as a back. You bound to get tired as a receiver in this offense because everything depends on full speed, everything, every single play. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get tired. So you're gonna see a lot of rotations, and part of that too, of course, like with every offense. Not saying that it's just this go-go offense. Let me make that clear first. That you're trying to create mismatches, confuse the defense. You know what I'm saying? So with every substitution, with the substitutions and the fast pace, bringing in, they're gonna try to bring in their players and try to create a mismatch, and you see it and you attack it. And so I think that you'll see a lot of backs. I don't think that I don't think. Now you could be right, Neckbone. We're gonna clip it out if that's right, and we'll save it. But I don't think we'll see another Cavassier smoke. I think a lot of people should touch the ball this year. I think a lot of guys should get their opportunities this year, or especially early on. I think about we'll start seeing more of a set roster and set players on the field probably like week 7. I want to say that's a guess. If I had to guess,
you never said where you really stand and shit. I know sometimes you're a fan, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you USC, sometimes you Miami, and you always the Bills. So like, go ahead and declare like, is you USC? Is you for the bus? Like, where you
Neckbone
at?
USC, bro.
Thank you, motivated. Thank you, man.
You said
Yeah,
what?
he USC. He loyal to USC, bro.
Not,
Despite
but
their
Law
but
dog know what's going on.
despite their head coach.
that's Neckbone don't cap, bro. Because I don't talk to you several times, just me and you been hollering you Coach Prime, nigga. So
Why is you saying what we talk about over the phone?
nigga, we talking about the bus.
But I'm saying
You trying to
he's a
expose me on
USC
this
fan
chat.
though.
I'm trying to expose you.
That's
He
crazy,
follows
man.
USC though.
Man, I'm talking about what we talking about on topic, bro. This is about
What
the
up,
team.
motivated?
Is
Hey, what up,
okay?
Cliff?
I'm
So you
definitely a
not
USC
Colorado.
fan, man, but I'm definitely a USC fan, and I'm a Colorado fan too. How that sound?
okay.
Well,
Okay,
you
nigga.
you
All
you
right.
don't have to be a Colorado fan to talk about football and the
No,
expectations
I'm
of the
definitely a
team.
Colorado fan, man. I'm all in. I'm gonna watch as many Colorado
But you
games as I
watch
watch
football
USC,
though,
or
like
probably
you know for
more.
real, bro. Like you're not one of these fanned out people that's saying Colorado's gonna win 10 games and all this stuff though.
I will agree to that. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I
ain't
agree
heard
to that.
nobody say they gonna win 10 games though.
Hey, that's crazy.
Who said that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's out there. It's out there, man.
I'm saying
I've
who
seen
said it?
10, 11 games already off of a week of spring practice.
Who you heard said that?
Your boy B. Watts, man, of course.
Why you keep talking about what they talking
He
about
said
though?
your
Like, come
boy.
on, bro. Like I'm saying, when you watch them, like, and you say your boy be Watts, like, what you expect us to do with that?
Yeah, I mean, you asked, I answered the question.
But I'm just saying, like, we already know he putting on the show over there. Like, we know that shit
Yeah,
ain't real.
well, that's what I'm saying. He kind of like it's a lot of people out there, like content creators. They're kind of like
I'm
sounding like
saying,
a
listen, let me
broken
ask you
record,
this: when you watch B Watts or like Life in Football, you respect their football mind, like when they talk football.
No, I don't.
So why you always say that, like to us, like we supposed to like stamp them niggas?
I mean, I just because I don't respect that mean y'all don't.
I mean, okay, do you respect our football mind over here?
Of course, and y'all said 8 wins, right? You standing on 8 losses?
Yeah, well, no, Chubby said 8.
Okay.
So
Cliff, Neckbone, what y'all say?
I mean, I ain't seen nothing, so I can't even
I
make a
said
prediction.
5.
Okay. Neckbone with 5. All right.
I said 5, but on the good end, on the high end, I'll take 6.
5 or 6. Okay. That sounds reasonable. What about you, Cliff?
Like I said, I ain't seen nothing. I just saw a speech, couple of rah-rah speeches, and a little something. So I can't really speak on. I can't give a prediction.
Yeah. And I
I
think, I'm down with Brendan Marion, but what I'm not down with is nobody being able to block.
Now, who
man, they
said
got a bunch of
where
shit
You
on the
said
know,
O
they can't
line.
block
So
that?
motivated.
I don't.
you
I'm
familiar
kind
with the
of
O
with you
line? They
when
got
I
good
I
shit.
had watched the live,
I don't
Yeah.
think you're
and
familiar with the O line.
motivated said something that y'all kind of miss. Motivated said something important that nobody really taking consideration. And
What's
I
that?
listened to motivated, and he made perfect sense. And
Okay,
I
what was
think we
that?
just skated over that.
What he
Okay, so
say?
Motivated
explain it.
said
Get to the point. What we talk? What
motivate
do you say?
motivated motivated said that he didn't recruit his guys, and I completely agree. With that defensive coordinator and the way he is coaching, the way I see his energy, I mean, you got to give him a whole offseason to go get his guys, because I think that would make a big difference. I mean, you can't help it that he came in late, but hey, just imagine what this Colorado team would look like with the number 1 defense in the Big 12. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they could have,
That ain't
I
true though,
won't say
Nick,
they would
bro.
have got rid of Rob Livingston, but bruh, I feel like, what I'm saying, it's gonna be exciting next offseason what he bring in.
That ain't true though.
Okay, so they allowed so last season Colorado let up what 30. I just explained this. They let up 30 and a half points last season. 30 and a half. And that was allowed. That's how many points per game they gave up last season. That can't happen this year. But like I said, once again, they got linebacker LePrune, and LaFou, right? They got those two linebackers in there, right?
Where they from?
All right.
They got one from Texas. They got
Mhm.
one from Bowling Green.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Now listen to what I'm saying. Right now, he got linebacker coaching experience. That's what Chris DeMarve got. Correct. Chris
Right,
DeMarve
right.
has the
And then I think
linebacker
they got
coaching
a pass
experience,
rusher. I think he
and
runs like
and
a 4-4. They got an outside linebacker. He a pass rush. He run like a 4-4.
that's nice. That's nice to say, but that don't got nothing to do with what he puts on the field and his strategy on the field. His strategy on the field, he like aggressive fronts. He
Right.
like blitz packages. That's what he likes to run. Exotic blitzes and blitz packages. So yeah, it definitely you got to rely on your linebackers in that play, and your edge rushers got to be fast and get to the ball to pressure the
Right.
quarterbacks. Now, how many quarterbacks in the Big 12 can handle pressure?
We don't know, man.
That we
I know
seen.
Avery Johnson
We
can
most of them
handle it.
returning, like you
I
said,
mean, but
Avery
but
Johnson.
before you even get to that,
Now,
check, we
now,
got to go
now,
back.
now, now, I will say this,
We
y'all.
got
Now,
to go
let's not
back to
act like we didn't see
when Motivated
Colorado get
first said.
blowed out every game.
I'm not gonna
Come on
say that
now.
Colorado didn't get blowed out. I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
let's
say
just
I'm
Colorado
about to
get
let's
say,
blowed
let's
out.
talk
pull up
about
the
the
Under who
schedule.
team
though?
that
Let's just pull up the schedule.
we
See what
seen get
quarterbacks they
blowed
play.
out, not a team that's been winning. They
Yeah,
gotta
A
who?
jump.
team that's been
They
winning.
gotta win the games.
Who?
Yeah,
Who
Yeah,
got to
you pull
win?
up
Now
the
you
what you
schedule
talking
and
about?
dismissing the
see
point of
what
the
quarterbacks
team.
they
Like
got to
you
go
trying to
against.
jump. It's like you trying to jump to put them somewhere that they're not, that they haven't proven yet.
Nobody's proven nothing
Nobody
And
yet
proving
I feel
in the
that.
like
Big 12.
I feel like me and motivated is saying what we seen and what they got to get to, and I
Yeah,
feel
but
like you
we
skipping that
haven't seen.
over it because
Yeah,
of
but
Will
nobody's.
Long.
I'm no. What I'm doing is I'm talking about players right now and coaches right now. Nobody's talking about the coaches with the schemes they're running right now. We're talking about last year, but we can't talk about last year, Neckbone, because all 52 of those all players are gone. There's all new players in here. This is a total reset of what's going on, right? This is
Yeah,
a
but that
total.
doesn't make them better. It would be on the side of them making them worse.
So, but
So
who
they have
said?
to prove it. They have to
But
prove this first. Like this is not something you can't cement in your head as if they gonna do it and just
Well,
bypass everybody that
it's
beat
spring
But who
them.
said
football,
they
man. It's
cemented in
sunshine
his
and
head and said that
rainbows.
they
It's
doing that?
sunshine.
Why? Because I think that the bus is better than last year. But I'm coming with valid. I'm not just saying that out my ass. I'm telling y'all why I believe this and why have I looked at it and upon my research. See, when motivated saying something, he could say somebody running a 4-4, but he can't tell me what kind of what type of schemes or what type of coaching philosophy the defensive coordinator's having. Like if y'all could
I
explain
think
that,
you
then that's what
underestimating.
I'm
I think
explaining
you
to people.
underestimating. I think you underestimating him. He played college football, bro.
I'm not saying that he didn't play college football, and I'm not underestimating him at all. I don't underestimate motivated. I respect his football knowledge. I text him on the daily. Text him almost every morning. I respect him and what he got to say. But I'm just saying, like, if we're gonna talk football, then let's talk football on the point. Let's not say, oh well, because they lost last year, so they're gonna lose this
Well,
year.
they have to do better because their defense ranked like
There you go.
130th last year, so it
Now,
has to improve.
there you go, motivated. Thank you. So they got to get better. That's where I was getting at. If they let up like 30 and a half points last year with Sean Living, they got no choice but to get better,
They
bro,
ain't got no
especially where they
choice.
were at.
I mean, they ranked like 135th against the run, so obviously that's going to improve.
Horrible against the run. And all I'm saying is with Chris Moore, even though he was an accidental hire, based upon his past and what he can bring to a defense, that's what I'm basing this off of. And the players that's there now, this defense should improve
I wouldn't
because
call
of
him
what
an
he likes to
accidental
do
hire. I would
defensively.
say he just got upgraded because he was already the linebackers coach, and when they found out that Livingston was leaving, he had the experience as a defensive coordinator.
To
If
run
you
it.
look
But
back at what he did at Virginia Tech, his defense in 24 was number 1 in the nation against the red zone. So the potential is there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to take maybe 3 or 4 games for them to figure out, okay, who can play in this scheme and who can't play in this scheme. But the only problem is in those 3-4 games, you do play some good teams. That's the problem.
Then that's who Georgia Tech is the good
You play
team.
Tech, you play Northwestern, you play Baylor, you play Texas Tech. You see what I'm saying? You play
Well,
some
you
teams
got
that's
Texas
got like
Tech. That's
talent.
Texas Tech. Is that the 5th game or the 6th game?
I think it's the 4th game.
Okay,
Is it,
Texas
no,
Tech
no,
is
no.
the
think
You
fourth
that
got
might
game.
be 5.
you got Weber State, yeah. So it's 5, yeah.
So I think it's fair to say that you got some time to build up.
I mean, but if you look at it, Georgia Tech, they got talent returning, but they got question marks too. And
Yeah, yeah,
then
of course, yeah.
Northwestern, they been some shit. And then Baylor, they middle of the road, and DJ, he trying to figure himself out. So he got to answer the same questions Colorado got to answer for himself. So I feel like,
Oh no, I won't let you do that on this platform.
well, let me do
Shut up,
what?
Tech Ball.
Oh my God. You
Let me
telling
do
me
what?
an SEC quarterback who beat Archie Manning, bro, has the same question marks that Juju Lewis has and Ison Wilson?
Yes, that's why he
What?
transferred. Why he transferred in?
Oh my God,
Answer
bro.
that.
It's
Answer
proved. The
that.
Answer.
guy is proven,
Why he
bro.
No,
transferred?
but I
I'm
mean you
not
got to
answering
answer.
an idiot question, bro, that makes no sense. The dude proved
I
his
don't even know
worth
what you talking
in the
about, bro.
SEC.
Why
What
he
are you
leave the
talking
SEC?
about? That whole
Why he
team
leave
has
the
players
SEC?
that
He,
didn't even play, and you're saying that they're going to make a
So
difference.
why did
And
he
this guy actually
transfer?
but
played. Why
Why did he
are you
transfer?
trying this?
he
You just
also
said
threw 6
Kavasi
Why did
interceptions.
Smoke
Richie
came from
Young
the
transfer
SEC.
and y'all think he going to be the 1,000-yard rusher, bro?
Right. So that's my point. You just said Kavasi Smoke came from SEC, and you seen Richard Young, and you said you thought he could be Kavasi Smoke, and they both were from the SEC. So,
Bro, no, but we talking about DJ Lagway, bro. Let's just keep it
bro,
simple, bro.
what did
I
DJ
hate, bro, and
What did DJ
this is not a
Lagway do
knock on
last
you,
year?
law. This is
What
not
did
a
he
knock on
do?
you, bro. It's a lot of people that's saying that DJ Lagway, oh, we don't know what he's gonna be at Baylor because, bro, he went to Florida and beat Texas,
And
bro.
he
Just single
underperformed.
handedly beat the team.
Yeah, bro.
He
That's why
he
he
I
got
don't
up
see
out of
underperformed.
there
Juju
though,
or
Negro.
fucking Isaac Wilson doing that, bro.
He
Y'all act like that just ain't
underperformed,
a big
bro.
thing,
He
I
underperformed.
ain't
bro.
talking about
I'm gonna
now.
step back,
The
bro. I'm gonna
comparison,
step back,
I
bro,
look
because
the comparison of
that's ignorance,
of
bro.
And
Isaac.
I didn't compare him to Juju.
Right. Just say he
But
had to
bro,
figure
that's
it
who they
out in the Big
playing, bro.
12. You got to figure it out. He just said he was just saying he got to
Bro,
figure it out. Period.
what not better? What not better team to figure out and then on is
You just
Colorado,
said
bro.
we can't have no expectations
Bro,
on these.
Avery Johnson, bro.
You
We
just
talking about Avery Johnson who made Colorado look crazy. Then
so
y'all talking about
you
Kansas State
just
not gonna
said we
have
can't put
nobody, bro.
expectations on the
No, yeah,
team,
I
bro.
said that. I said Kansas State. Avery
Um,
Johnson, he made them look crazy, but Avery Johnson didn't have it. He wasn't all that last season. He wasn't on fire last season. I watched every game of
we're
every
not talking about
football
against
game.
other teams, bro. We're talking about Colorado. This is
Yeah,
what
but
we're talking about. Why are we
How you
doing
gonna
that?
make it about
if we
Colorado?
gonna talk about against Colorado, we don't know what he gonna do against Colorado. He did that against a who defense? Who ran the defense last year at Colorado though? That's what I'm saying. Where are we going with this, fellas? Because
Yeah, that's
we
what
keep, we
I'm
keep
trying to
basing
figure
off of
out.
last year's team, but there's no last year team at Colorado. It's a whole new regime at
Yeah,
Colorado.
it's a whole new regime, new coaches. I mean, Baylor's got new players. All these teams have new players.
Yeah,
So
they do
who's
got new
helping?
players, and I'm
That's
not
my
knocking them.
okay.
But if we talking
So
about
motivated.
simply
That's
what they did
motivated.
last year and their production last year and what they looked like last year, Avery Johnson looked like shit last year. He might have looked
But that's
good in
what
the
I'm saying.
Colorado game, but he looked like shit
Motivated just
overall.
made my point. That was my point. They got all these new players, all these new quarterbacks. So everybody got questions.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think what we need to look at is as far as Lagway
My
is
only
his
thing
offensive
is, and
line and his
I don't want to
weapons.
start an argument. Go ahead,
Yeah,
my
it's
bad,
not an
my bad.
argument. It's
No,
not
we
an
not an
argument. I'm just
argument,
saying.
bro. We in here, we debating football, bro. This
Yeah,
is how this
as
get,
far
bro.
as
You get passionate talk out of grown
Lagway's,
men.
just look at Lagway.
We cool.
Look at what he has around him. Who's his coordinator? What type of offense they're gonna run? What his line looking like? Who do you got at receiver, running back? You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. I would have to look and do some research to figure out what I think about Lagway.
He ain't got what he got at Florida. He ain't had what he had at Florida, and he had a way worse season. That's what I'm saying. Like that's not so. And even though he was in the SEC, he didn't. Why did he leave that? Why did he leave the SEC then? Why did he leave? Why didn't he stay in the SEC?
I think he left because the head coach left.
Because he was so good. We know that's not the case, y'all.
Come on.
You know
I
that
think he
ain't the
left
case,
because
bro.
You come
You
from
know
the
that ain't the
SEC.
case, bro. You
You
don't
know
leave
he
the
didn't perform
SEC,
down
bro,
there.
to go to the Big 12, bro.
I think
He was
left
struggling, bro.
Napier left. Napier left. The offensive coordinator left. The offensive coordinator brought in a new quarterback, the quarterback from Georgia Tech. So he like, look, I need a breath
The
of fresh air.
quarterback from Georgia Tech haven't even played a down though, bro.
And starting
He
over
ain't
Lagway
got
at
no
Florida.
reps.
That's crazy.
And he left.
And he left.
And
I
they
would
probably dropped the run.
simply
They probably
say he
dropped more
left.
money than Florida.
I would simply say he left to be the best quarterback in the Big 12, bro. It's simple and easy, bro.
Right now, he not debate not based off of his production last year, based off if we going based off of production and what we
We
seen on
ain't finna
film
do
so
all
far.
that. We ain't finna do all that. He
It's
seems
You
though
got to,
he is
though. You
the
got to,
best
though.
dual threat in Big 12 right now, bro.
Neckbone. If we talking
I'm not finna
about,
sit there and say it's
if we
not one
talking
quarterback
about
that's a better dual
bro,
threat than
if we
DJ
talking about
Lagway.
what we seen on
Big
film
12.
last year, bro, from these quarterbacks,
Okay,
bro.
who a better do with the eye test? We ain't talking about that. The eye test. Who you think gonna be a better and stand on this now? Cause when the season start, I'm come back to this. Who you think is a better dual threat than DJ Lagway right now in the Big 12?
I give you my two. Drew Mestamaker at Oklahoma State.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about, and I'm not talking about you, Law. I'm talking about him.
That's
I'm out
one.
trucking.
That's one of them. That's one of
So
them
you
for sure,
think
right
that
there.
Drew Mestamaker at Oklahoma State is gonna be a better dual threat quarterback than
A better
DJ
I
Lagway?
don't care about the dual threat. I don't care about the word dual threat. Better quarterback. Yes, he's
I don't know
gonna be
why
a
you
better
don't.
quarterback.
I don't know why you don't. I don't know why you don't. Half of the quarterbacks in the NFL that's winning Super Bowls are dual threat. Well, what we talking about now? What we getting
I
away
mean, because
from?
dual threat, because when you say dual threat, that narrows it down to just running quarterbacks, quarterbacks that
No,
can
it
run.
ain't. It's running and passing.
But did he run?
It's
But
both.
did he run
Come
last
on
year?
now.
Yes, a dual threat is running and passing. But yeah, when you say dual threat, yeah, he runs too. That means he's gonna run too. But he didn't run that much last year. I'm talking about
He
Drew
ran when
Messmaker.
we
It's
played him.
in
When Georgia
Hold
played
on.
him,
the
Drew
when
makes.
Georgia played him, he definitely ran.
He had
just
to
wasn't
run when he
effective
played y'all
in
last.
Oh
That's
my
all.
SEC.
God, bro.
God, he didn't run, but he beat Texas.
Bro,
I don't
that's
understand.
crazy, y'all.
That's
Like,
so
yeah,
That
he
one
beat.
game alone
You
holds
hanging it
it
up for
holds
one game when he beat
it holds
Texas,
more
bro.
clout than
DJ Lagway,
basically.
and we know DJ Lagway didn't play up to his potential last year. He was supposed to be the best quarterback in the SEC last year. What are we talking about?
Okay, and he wasn't,
He got outplayed by
he
two
still
people who came from JUCO and motherfucking Diego Piava and what's it called from and Chambliss. Come on, dog. He was
And
supposed
Gunner
to be the best
Stockton.
quarterback in the
He
SEC
got
last
outplayed
year.
by Gunner Stockton too.
I
Yeah.
would disagree to that. I would
He was
disagree to that.
trash. He was ass. He was ass last year in the SEC. I don't know why we got
But I
why
put
we
it like
got to
this.
go there. He was struggling in the SEC.
I don't
We went down to
understand
the
that.
Big
I don't
12.
understand why you putting the SEC so down like they ain't loaded, bro. I would rather be ass in the SEC than ass in the Big 12.
Why even go to the Big 12 then?
Bro, move the conversation, bro.
Y'all telling me a quarterback who
really
went to
know the
like
reasons. I mean, we can
North Texas
speculate
wasn't even
about
in the
the
Big
reasons
12
why. We
last
don't know
year,
why he went
and
to
you
Vegas.
telling me that
Nobody really knows.
Mazamaker is gonna be the best in the Big 12? He wasn't even in the conference in the Big 12.
He got the damn best ball spinning I seen last year out of every quarterback. The production off last year. I'm talking about simply what I've seen on film with these quarterbacks put on film. I'm talking football, bro. I'm talking about his stance in the pocket, his footwork in the pocket, his throwing ability, his release, all of that, bro.
He was balling for North Texas.
He was straight up balling, bro. Straight up, bro. He got everything.
He got all the
tools,
balling.
bro.
He was balling. I give you that, but I'm saying I don't like. I'm tired of hearing about the DJ Lagway. What he did in Florida, because people hate Florida so much, and really they're not understanding what type of talent DJ Lagway is, bro.
I know DJ Lagway can be good.
Man, that nigga sorry, bro. Can we move on, bro?
Anyway, yeah, but move on to what? We'll move on to what?
I'm saying, why we talking about DJ Lagway, bro? That nigga suck, bro.
Yeah, hey, DJ Lagway might suck. But I guarantee you they would have took DJ Lagway over both of them guys that got in Colorado.
Devin Dampier is damn sure a better dual threat than him right now at Utah.
Hey, is Dampier still there?
Bro.
What?
Yeah.
He's still there.
Yeah, at Utah.
I thought he graduated.
Y'all over here doing the most for no reason, bro.
I
It's
thought Dan Pierre
crazy.
graduated.
Bro had.
You talking about number 4 from Utah, right?
Yeah, from
That's what
Utah.
I'm
Nah, he
saying, bro.
back
Like,
him and
thank you, bro. He said, how is DJ Lagway good if he threw 14 interceptions and had 16 touchdowns? He's straight ass.
Okay, so Dan Pierre is back for Utah.
I will
Avery
agree.
Johnson is
I will
back for
agree. He played bad,
State.
bro.
You
But
got Lagway
I
at
don't.
Baylor.
I mean,
You
he's
got
not an
Sorensen
SEC.
at
He ain't an SEC.
Texas
The
Tech.
top quarterback in the SEC.
Oh yeah, Sorens will be from Cincinnati. He cold. That was gonna be my
Yeah,
number
he
2.
went to Texas Tech.
Yeah, he cold. And
Yeah,
then
he nice.
Bird Ficklin, the backup quarterback Utah. Remember that nigga went crazy last year.
Yeah, he ran all over Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah. So he back.
Come on, man. There's a
So
couple quarterbacks, bro.
and then you
I'm
got
gonna let
Avery
y'all
Johnson.
have
They
it,
about
man.
the
I'm finna
same.
go get me some steaks, man. Y'all on that bullshit.
It's all
today.
good, neck bone. We just going back and forth,
Y'all
bro. We
on
just
it,
looking at the whole.
Yeah, bro. We all good, bro. I'm just saying, like, you got, like, bro, we good up in here, bro. You good?
We'll put
you going?
we'll put a yellow tab on that, man. We gotta do our research about Lagway and what's around him, bro. Then we'll get back to you.
Man, hey, I will say this. Who won the last outing? Who won the last outing? Baylor to Colorado, bro.
I think it was
Colorado. I think beat them. Yeah, they beat them on the Hail Mary. Remember?
Yeah, Colorado won the last game.
Yeah.
I thought Baylor won at the end for that little fumble. That Hail Mary wasn't Baylor.
They threw the Hail Mary and
Travis Hunter made him fumble. Remember?
Man, that wasn't Baylor, man.
That was
Look
Baylor.
Look it up. Look it up.
Neckbone, that was Baylor.
That was Baylor, Neckbone.
That wasn't Baylor, man, because it was a fumble at the end of the game in overtime.
Nah, yeah, Travis Hunter made Baylor's running back fumble, bruh. Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, bro, it's over with, bro. That's over. They
but
got
no. I look at it like this. Did y'all see the talent though that they got in Texas, man?
That's what I'm saying. I never really looked to see what type of talent.
All I'm saying is,
y'all just think these boys gonna be like a pushover. I don't understand.
I don't think they're gonna be a pushover. But I'm saying I'm defending. Look, you think Colorado finna just be a pushover?
I don't think they're gonna be a pushover, but I kind of dislike the fact that y'all say like a player like DJ Lagway that's in the SEC that beat the Texas team is just gonna come to the Big 12 and just be sweet, bro. He gonna really have his way, bro.
We going right back to DJ Lagway.
Well, the only thing is we don't.
That's my claim to fame, man.
We don't know if Colorado's gonna be a pushover, but from what we see and all this new new players, new schemes, everything's new. So I can't really give them over 5 wins. I just can't because everything's new.
But I think that's fair. That's like the fairest assessment I ever heard you say. I'm with you on that. That's why I ain't jumped out there yet and said nothing. Like, you hear me? I'm beating the table for their ass, but I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't committed to nothing because I ain't seen enough. You feel me? I think I got an idea of what it might be, but I'm still waiting. Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to see the landscape of the other teams because I don't know about Baylor like that. I don't know about all Oklahoma State got and what BYU might be doing in Georgia Tech. I was looking at Georgia Tech the other day, and I seen some things that was interesting. But I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm still doing my homework is on the whole landscape, but I watch more.
Now come on, Dawg. You know about Baylor. You went to TJC now. You know about Baylor.
I don't know what you're talking
tradition.
about, bro. Can you name some other players? Because I don't know them.
As far as Tech, I know Tech with Brent Key, they're gonna give
Denzel Mills, Blake Lynch, Shock
I'm talking about that's on the
Linwood.
team right now. That's what I'm saying. About I don't know who they got right now.
They got Pendergrass coming back, the white running back.
Bro, I'm speaking for me, homie. What you want me to tell you something I don't know?
Look,
nah, I don't want you to do all that.
I like them. And you back me up into a corner too to get that 8 out of me too. Motivated.
Nah, it's not
drop
even
the link,
man. I just want you to stand on something. You stood on.
You backed me in the corner. You backed me in the corner on that. Yes, you did, bro.
So
you backed me up, bro.
Change it up, or you standing tall?
You back me up.
Hey,
bro.
what's up, Polly? It's been a minute. Hey, Motivated. You see Polly down there, bro?
Polly and Frank Davis.
You remember Polly Motivated?
Nah, I don't remember.
What up, Frank? What up, Frankie Davis? What up?
What's going on? What's going on, Chud? What's going on, man? What's going on?
Ain't nothing, man. We get rapping about Colorado, man. You know what I'm saying? Up here about Colorado. And and what they looking like and what we think they're gonna do this year. Also keeping track of free agency as it's going on live. What's up
Okay.
with you?
Oh, not much, man. Just listening in, man. Seeing about what's going on. Yeah, Colorado like a whole new different breeze up there. New strategy, new team, new everything.
And like I said, it's spring
Mhm.
football, so it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows because don't nobody know what's gonna happen.
No, we don't. But that don't mean I can't. But that don't mean because I haven't told a lie yet. I ain't told no lies. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just come out here and lie to nobody about them. I'm just informing the people on what's going on at Colorado, what Colorado needs to do to win. What do they have to do to win statistically? Where their benchmarks has to be, and in this go-go offense, what does this go-go offense has to produce in order for Colorado to be successful in the Big 12? That's where I'm getting at. That's what I'm doing.
Chubby, you do know the go-go is the wing T, right?
Yeah, you can say that.
This, man.
You can say that.
Let me say this to the people who saying about wing to you ain't saw it yet to be having assumptions and stuff with the personnel, but you ain't
I
saw
ran
it.
the wing T from middle school to
The
college.
personnel. You hypothetically just thinking that they're gonna be this way. You don't know what that man gonna do with this offense. He can create a whole different team package with different personnel. Did you watch the UNLV when he was down there coaching?
Yeah, they ran the wing T. Yeah,
What's a wing T style? It's a different style. It's a different concept.
it's a wing T with 2 running backs.
You guys hear me? Hey, motivated. And I don't think it's your wing T though. Y'all ran it. Damn, somebody looking at.
Holly, you might need to fix your mic, dog.
Oh, is that echo?
Yeah, that echo you, probably.
It's a wing T. You just put 2 running backs in the backfield next to each other. It's the same offense.
A wing T got a fullback.
Oh, I thought you was talking about that triple option wing T where you got a quarterback behind the center and the running backs behind the tight end, and they winging it.
That's all the go-go is. You put 2 running backs next to each other, and you run the same option concepts. You run the same blocking concepts as a wing T. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that old school wing T. The one y'all know what I'm talking about with the triple option they used to run on NCAA, where you had we ran in the high school, and one of the high school I went to.
2 wing backs.
All we know,
you take one of them wing backs, you put them out as receiver. You take a slot back, you put him in the backfield next to the fullback, you stand him up. That's a go-go offense. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So, what up, Polly?
I hope he don't do what Sean Lewis did. Like how how Sean Lewis he was running the offense, but he was kind of running the time off. Like it was unnecessary. Y'all remember when Sean Lewis was there? He was just running play. I hope he don't get like into that.
Try to get as many plays in as possible. It's like basketball on grass. So you're trying to get as many. You're trying to go as fast as you can, get as many plays in as possible.
Nah, the go-go is the. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Echo's gone.
No, yeah, the echo gone. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, first of all, man, it's been a while since I caught you live. I be watching your shows when I'm on my at my job, but it's been a while since I caught you live. So I appreciate you letting me on your space.
Yeah.
But yeah, the go-go is crazy. But I came in when y'all was talking about Baylor. Can we go back to that, or we just
go ahead? Speak your piece, man. Yeah, you came up here for you know what I'm saying, for whatever. Go ahead. Say what you need to say, bro.
So everybody's talking about DJ Lagway coming from the SEC, coming to Bill. And this is the conversation. This is what I hate about a lot of people that glorify the SEC. I'm not saying the SEC don't have
shit.
No, I'm talking about as far as the quarterbacks, right? When it comes to like wide receivers, D tackle, linebackers coming from the SEC, that's a whole different conversation. But when it comes to the quarterbacks coming from the SEC into the Big 12, I really haven't seen any of them dominate like that. I'm gonna be honest. What's his name? Wakeman, Connor Wakeman, came from the SEC, came to the Big 12. He was getting cooked. He was getting cooked for a while. They had to rely on their running game and on their passing to the tight end. But the Big 12 is not as easy as people think, where you can, as a quarterback, you can just come from the SEC or come from the Big 10 and dominate in the Big 12. The Big 12 is any day of the week or any Saturday, any given Saturday, your team can lose. These teams, they may look sorry. They may have a 1-9 record, but you go play them. Look at what happened to Colorado like a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, with Kansas. Or Kansas State. I think Kansas.
No, it was Kansas. It was Kansas.
Kansas literally was getting cooked the whole year. They were losing. All of a sudden, by the time they get to Colorado, they're winning 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
Beating top 25 teams.
Yeah,
The
I
Big
get
12
what
is
you're saying.
not as easy as people try to say it is.
You don't get what he's saying. Because I remember a quarterback from Ohio State coming and damn near winning the damn national title in Texas. And he was a backup at Ohio State. He came to Texas and did his thing.
Now, who's that?
You know the quarterback that was just at Texas with Archie. He just graduated. I forget
Ohio
his name.
State ain't in the SEC. That's the Big Ten, ain't it?
Quinn Ayers?
That's the
Quinn
Big
Ewers, you
Ten,
talking about
ain't it?
Ewers.
20 years?
Yeah, Quinn Ewers. That's the Big Ten, though, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't the
Yep.
SEC.
Well, he started off at Ohio State.
Same
and then
thing. He
came
said
to
Big Ten
Texas.
too.
Yeah,
Nah.
but there's only like a few, maybe like a couple you can probably find in history that left the Big Ten or left the SEC and came to the Big 12 and dominated.
He
Connor Wigman,
he didn't start
he
up
did
at
good
Ohio
too.
State though. He was a backup too. He didn't even get a chance up at Ohio State for the starting job. But Quinn Ewers didn't. But because I think he was up there with he was up there with he went to Syracuse when he left Ohio State. Kyle McCord, right? He was up there with Kyle McCord, I think.
And
Quinn
even
Ewers
like
was.
even when Texas was in, like, I granted Texas got a brand, but when Texas was in a Big 12, Texas wasn't dominating like that. It was mostly Oklahoma.
Hey, Truckin',
I will agree
that?
with that. I will agree with that one.
Hey, Truckin', who you think gonna win the Big 12 this year? You think Texas Tech gonna repeat?
No.
Texas Tech, look, they're a heavy favorite to win. They're a heavy favorite right now. I mean, if I had to go with somebody right now based off of that, but the Big 12, I think they're definitely one of the top teams, man. But they up for grabs. The Texas Tech, they look like the best right now. But it's up for grabs, bro. To be honest with you, bro.
Nobody.
I go
Chubbs,
It's
BYU.
up, bro.
Chubbs, nobody wants to talk about it, but one of the scariest team in the Big 12, obviously besides Colorado, but one of the scariest teams that nobody.
Colorado ain't no scary team.
Yeah, they is.
You're gonna see, dog.
Yeah, they is.
You're gonna see, dog.
Oh man.
Yeah, they are.
Come on, man. Y'all
Yeah,
y'all
they
been
are.
saying this you gonna
God
see for the last
damn.
3 years, man.
No,
Stop.
Colorado.
I am telling you, this Brandon Marion is a different breed. But the team I want to talk about is UCF. Nobody's talking about UCF. UCF is a low-key scary team.
Yeah, they got loaded. Yeah, they all coming back and they loaded.
Nobody cared what Colorado has.
They loaded. UCF is loaded. I ain't gonna lie. They loaded. They loaded up, and they players got a lot of experience from last year. A lot of their players got a lot of experience last year. That was a young team. UCF was a young team.
Hey,
and
who playing quarterback in
It's
UCF
like
this
the
year,
problem
y'all?
that UCF had last year was their offense. Their defense was going back and forth with people.
I don't know who playing quarter. That's a good
Like
question. I don't know.
their
Who playing
defense was
quarterback.
actually scary, but they just got the dude from JMU,
But I ain't.
Barnett.
Oh yeah, Nick Barnett,
I think his name is like Alonzo Barnett.
the quarterback that was at
quarterback.
JMU.
Yeah, JMU.
James Madison. Yeah, I got what you talking about.
Shoot.
Yeah, but
Dude was a dog.
Scott Frost a shitty coach. I don't care what you say.
But
He's
for
some
some
shit.
reason, when he's in Florida, the dude know how to
I
coach.
don't give
when
a
he's in
damn. That
Florida,
shit was a fluke that one time. He been
And we
shit
act
there.
like quarterback
Hey,
win.
Joe.
We act like the quarterback wins the games. Like the quarterback don't win the games, bro. It's the trenches, bro. Like why we keep overlooking
Man,
like
quarterback is the great equalizer, Chubby.
He is. He the great equalizer. But I mean, the trenches is where it's at though. Like your trenches is going.
I mean, yeah, if you stalemate, but shit, it just depends on where you at.
Trucking. Do you think Prime will play Isaac
Who has
Wilson over
who
Juju?
has the best quarterbacks in their conference? I think it's low-key the Big 12.
Who got what?
The best quarterbacks in the conference? I think it's the Big 12. Up
If
and down.
you went quarterback for
Come
each
on,
conference,
bro.
you said the Big 12 got the best quarterbacks.
Yeah, I
Conference
think
to conference?
the SEC got like maybe 3 at the top, but the rest of everybody is questionable. I think the
Let's
the
see.
Big
Let's
12
name them. Let's name some of the quarterbacks. Name some of the
Who?
quarterbacks in the SEC. Let's name 3. Let's try to get 3 of them for each conference.
I would say
got
like
So you got
Sellers
Sam
LSU
Levitt,
quarterback.
Arch,
Sam Levitt, Arch,
and Sellers.
Chambliss.
Sellers, Chambliss. That's all in the SEC, right?
Yeah,
The SEC man got it, bro.
Damn.
yeah. SEC got it, bro.
Damn.
Okay, well, hold
Big
on.
Ten is
Don't even
next.
say damn, because a lot of people didn't watch Sam Levitt. Sam Levitt is really not all that.
No, he's
Like,
good, bro. Sam Levitt's good, bro.
Levitt is not all that. He got carried by Cam Scalaboo. Right?
Scalaboo wasn't there last year.
Nah, he wasn't, bro.
No, I'm talking about the year
Man,
before.
the Big
He
12 don't
carried by
got
Cam
not one
Scalaboo the year
quarterback better
before.
than the quarterback
Last
that's
year,
at SMU
he was
right
getting
now.
carried by what's the wide receiver, Tyson?
How can
Look-
a receiver carry a
Jordan
quarterback?
Tyson. Jordan Tyson was
Tyson got hurt. He's not that good.
look,
Mhm.
Polly, I might
don't
have
know.
to disagree with you on that one, bro. The dude, he's a beast, dog. And he's going to one of the best offensive coordinators
Yeah,
out
he's
there,
the
bro.
number one. He was ranked the number one
Yeah,
transfer.
bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all gonna
He's a
get
beast.
real disappointed this year. Watch
Nah.
LSU. Once LSU
The
start winning,
Pac-12 is
I would give you
equivalent to the
I'm not
Mountain
gonna
West
bet
at
for y'all,
quarterback.
but y'all
You know
watch.
why? You know why, Polly? Because he's going into a Lane Kiffin offense with Charlie Weiss Jr. being like Charlie Weiss Jr. he's phenomenal. He's an elite coach. He is an elite coach. When you talk about Lane Kiffin, I don't care. Like, I can't say somebody talk about Lane Kiffin and not bring up Charlie Weiss Jr. because he's the man behind the madness, bro, with that offense and on them quarterbacks, bro. I'm telling you, Sam Levitt is going to be okay at LSU. He was good. He's a good quarterback, but he's definitely going to be okay under Charlie Weiss Jr. and Lane Kiffin. They didn't go get him for no reason, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He nice, bro. He nice. He is.
Yeah,
Well,
LSU
a lot
gonna
of
be
the
good on
options
offense.
were
I just don't know how
kinda
they're
out the
gonna be on
window.
defense.
Was going to somewhere else. So, but Sam Levitt, he's a decent QB. I'm just saying he's not as spectacular as people try to make him. Like he's gonna be decent at LSU, but he's not gonna be the reason why y'all win games.
Like so all right, so yeah, the SEC, so them was the top, just those 4 quarterbacks that name. I can like, so what quarterbacks is in the Big Ten? Quarterbacks in the Big Ten. Let's name because
You
that
got
was an interesting
Julian
question.
saying Ohio State.
Julian saying Ohio State.
Yeah, and then what's his name?
Bryce Underwood at Michigan.
You got Oregon
That's
quarterback.
about it, to be honest.
Whoa,
forget-
Dante Moore at
what's his name
Oregon.
at Indiana?
Jaden Maivia at SC.
Yeah,
Gotta
there we
mention
go.
him.
You got Hoover.
He's okay.
You got Hoover
What's his
at
name?
Indiana.
Josh Hoover that just went to Indiana.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know.
Yeah, Josh Hoover at Indiana. Is
I don't
nice.
know, man. I don't know, man. I like the Big Ten, what the Big Ten got to offer right now. We gotta get some more SEC quarterback. That's a good question, man.
Bro,
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
even think they're better than the ACC, y'all.
Yeah.
Who the ACC got a quarterback? Name some of the quarterbacks, Neckbone.
Darren Mitchell for Miami. They just got him.
Darren
Then you got
Minshew.
Kevin Jennings from SMU, who
Kevin
single-handedly beat
Jennings
Carson
came
Beck in a
back. Okay.
one-on-one.
Kevin Jennings came back. Okay.
Man, I don't know what he's talking about. They're equivalent
what's
to
his
the
name?
American Conference.
Saka Putu. What's his name? At Cal.
He all right. Yeah, he's good. Yep.
Yeah,
He came out as a true freshman. He was fired last year. Yep.
He was nice.
Yeah,
And
he
then,
was nice.
Then
You got
I know
Mendoza, little
UCLA,
brother,
they in
Georgia
the
Tech.
Big Ten.
But no, he was in the Big Ten. I'm thinking about
Mendoza's brother went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
You can say Ashford.
He can run. He can run.
Forest.
Mendoza's brother can run. He can run real good.
Hey, is Mendoza brother gonna start against Colorado? Y'all think?
Will Forest.
I think he's gonna start. Yeah.
Ashford. I think that's his name.
Robbie Ashford at Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he nice.
Yeah, but
I think Mendoza, little brother. I don't know about his arm though.
Besides Mensa is the only one that I can like out of the ACC that I actually respect. Mensa.
He don't. The thing about Mendoza's little brother though, motivated. He don't even gotta have a good arm to play in that Georgia Tech offense and that Briarcade offense. He don't have it to have a phenomenal arm. Throw a couple, throw that quick slant
they got
good.
Justice Haynes at running back too. You know he gonna get the ball 25 times.
Yeah, and then they
Hey,
gonna do
Polly,
you
what you
a
think
read option.
Colorado record gonna be? I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut y'all off though.
As far as the Big 12, we got like Noah Fafita. I know people sleep on him because he's small, but dude is actually a dog. Then you got Drew Mustermaker, and he
Uh-oh.
was he was leading college football last year with
Mhm.
like most passes, most touchdowns. He's at Oklahoma State now. You got
Yeah.
a Bear from BYU. That was a
Yeah,
freshman.
Barry Bachmeyer.
And I'm not even gonna name Juju because Juju didn't really play that much.
So what you think their record gonna
Let me
be
see.
since they
What
gonna
else
be
we got?
scary?
How many wins you think
You said
Colorado
a
get
lot.
this year,
man.
Polly?
I
think he's
want to
okay.
see what he think. What?
How many wins, Polly? How many wins you got Colorado getting? It's way too early for it, but how many wins? Polly, Polly, you there? Y'all there? What's up? Did y'all
We
pause?
ran
What's
them
up?
off, man.
He disappeared, bro.
My man Polly said 8. He said he back in trucking with the 8 wins. Period.
He didn't say that.
Period. He
I
did
didn't hear
say
him
that.
say that.
I
He
didn't hear him
did
say that.
He did say that.
No, he
Y'all
didn't,
can't
bro.
hear him. That's why I said it.
He
Did he
didn't say
pause?
that.
He said that.
We need to hear it again, bro. I didn't hear
He
none
said
of it.
8, bro. He said 8,
Unless
bro.
you were talking.
He said he got the 8. What you mean?
Nah, I didn't hear 8, bro.
I
said
think
8.
it was more than that. I want to hear what he actually said. He said that
He
Big
said
12
8.
got the best
He
quarterback.
ain't say more than 8. He said 8. Don't put
Yeah, he
words in
said
my man Polly
Colorado's
now.
gonna be scary. So I
My
want to
man
hear
Polly
his record.
said 8 wins, bro. And
No,
what's
you
wrong?
didn't. We didn't hear that,
I
Truck.
think
I'm telling y'all what he said.
We didn't
I
hear
heard
that.
him.
he might
That's why
have
I
said
asked if he
12 and
paused.
0.
I asked y'all, I said, did y'all hear him? He paused. I said, what, y'all just paused?
So
I said,
tell him
can
to
y'all
come
hear
back
me?
so
He
we
said
can
8
hear.
wins.
Tell him come back so we can hear.
Nah.
Man, Colorado gonna get 8. He said 8 wins, bro. 8
Nah,
wins,
bro, we
bro.
didn't hear that, bro.
8 wins, bro. All right, bro. Just cause
Shit.
y'all at 5 and 6 don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I said
So
4
we
or
done
5.
ran the guess off, man.
I said 4, maybe 5.
All right, here you go, right here. Polly, how many wins you think Colorado gonna get, Polly?
I'm gonna be honest. Realistically, I see them winning about 8 games. I see them winning about 8 games realistically, but on my delusional shit, I can see them winning the
Yeah,
win
that's
the
what I
Big
want to
12.
hear.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear. The delusional.
Yeah,
Okay, the
Yeah.
I knew it
delusional,
was something like
I
that.
see them winning 1 game. I see them losing 1 game, and
What?
that's probably the Texas
Bro,
Tech.
that probably
Right.
that ain't delusional.
Right.
That's just what you think.
What? He
You
said, I
gotta
told you
stand
he
on one,
said 8.
Polly.
I told you he
What do you
said
think,
8.
though? What are you standing on?
You said what?
How many are you standing on?
How many what?
How many
wins?
wins are you standing on?
I'm standing on the 8, but
Right.
I got
Right.
the reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Here's the thing, right? I'm standing on the 8 before I see the spring game.
Oh no, then you gonna change.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah, I
he ain't
gotta
gotta
see the
change.
spring game.
Nah, y'all ain't gotta get on my. Y'all ain't even gotta get on my man. Paul. I tried to tell y'all. I tried to tell y'all. Y'all think that 4 and 5 gonna fly? All right.
It might be
No,
more
honestly,
than
if
4
we,
or 5.
in
It
my
might be
opinion,
1 or 2.
I love Coach Prime, but if he goes 4 and 8 or 3 and 9 this year, like I won't be mad if they let him go. Like I'm gonna be
If the
honest.
police in Georgia did their job, Georgia wouldn't even have a football team. They all be in jail for speeding tickets.
Hey, yeah, and we still be holding up them natties though.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I kind of see what y'all saying, bro. If I really go 4 and 5, it just really show he don't know what he's doing.
He
No, like
don't. He
facts,
don't even have
facts.
a special teams
There's no
coach.
way, bro. Like
That's
he
facts.
already done won 8 games, dog. Like
We been
you
saying
gotta
that.
win
How
5.
y'all gonna say my man don't know what it is? See, all right. See, now I gotta have Coach Prime back, right? Ain't none of his players getting no speeding tickets. Ain't none of his players getting caught
and they
and getting kicked
losing.
Here
out.
we go.
Ain't none of his players on that type of stuff. But we always trying to talk about what he did. Like, come on, bro. How come you'll talk about Coach Prime? You'll get on here and talk about Coach Prime motivated, but you won't say nothing about Kirby Smart. You won't say a damn thing about Kirby Smart.
Chubby, didn't one of his players just die?
Yeah, but wait, hold on, bro. We're not gonna do that, bro.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, you're not gonna put
That's
that.
fucked up,
No,
bro.
don't
You gotta
talk
bring
about
up.
that. He was speeding. He was
Nah.
speeding. He
But-
crashed and died.
Nah, that's
bro.
not that. The car mountain. The sun. We don't know what happened. That's just what the do.
He
That's what
was
they told you.
speeding. Look at the report.
Every other month, people speeding in Georgia. They down there speeding. Kirby Smart, he ain't
Colorado
doing
player
shit.
was speeding. He crashed and
Georgia
died
got a
in
bunch of
solo
shitbirds
accident.
on the team. Kirby Smart only win because y'all motherfuckers, them big ass dumb birds. That's all. They just dumb
Wait,
birds down
so
there.
wait,
Now,
so hold
now
on.
you just
So,
hating, Trevor.
Big
so
dummies,
you're gonna
big
blame
dummies,
you're gonna blame Coach Prime for that, bro?
big dummies. They keep going to jail.
Yeah, they just going in the NFL and making
Going-
millions of dollars.
Going to jail.
Yeah. I ain't gonna
That's
lie,
it.
Trucker. He needs some of them dummies that you would call them on
Hey,
this
Trucker,
team,
who
bro.
was the highest paid defensive tackle ever?
I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I'm just talking about how come, but I don't get that. All I'm asking is a valid question. How come you'll criticize Coach Prime
Because he
on
don't
what
know
he
what
do,
he's
but you
doing.
ain't never got nothing to say about Kirby Smart and all the shit he let slide at Georgia.
What is Kirby's
I
record?
didn't
What do you-
really
okay,
say
what do
nothing,
you mean
Trucker. And
he
all
don't
I
know what-
said was
What do you mean
4
he
or
don't know
5
what he's
games
doing?
is
He
kind of
doesn't
like
know what he's
we
doing.
don't even want him to
Okay,
do
what does
that.
that
All
mean
right.
though?
Okay, all right. All
What does
right.
that mean though?
He don't
All right.
even have a special teams
All
coach.
right.
He don't know what he's doing.
So winning,
There's a lot of
cure
teams. There's a
everything.
lot of
It
teams.
don't- So it wouldn't matter what Coach Prime do as long as the Buffs is winning. That's what y'all saying. It
No,
don't matter
they're not
anything he
winning.
do.
Yeah,
Long
we wouldn't really
Okay,
care
all
as long as he winning.
He's
We
16
wouldn't
Okay,
care what he
all right.
do.
Okay, you could do whatever you want to do.
He already with Carucci most
See,
of the time. I
That's
mean,
how racist
he
y'all
could get
is.
he could get
His
he
record,
could
a
get
racist
past
coach.
that if he just
Y'all
Y'all
win.
racist.
What
You
color
see,
he
you
is.
see how they do that? You see how they do that?
He's 16 and
See how they
21.
do that? They just
Is the man not supposed to be with his with the woman he's dealing with? That's a problem now. Like, come
I'm not
on,
talking
bro.
about that. I'm talking about football.
No, I
Obviously,
wasn't
know
talking
what
about that.
he's
I'm
doing.
just
He's
saying, like,
16 and
he
21
doing
as a
all
coach.
kind
You
of
don't know
stuff.
what
He
you're
doing
doing.
stuff, and we really don't care about it. If he was winning, we wouldn't care about that stuff. We'll
so
be
because he
kind of
went
like
and win and cure
applauding.
everything. Okay, but we could sit up here. Y'all could just see how y'all let that slide. You see, y'all don't really
I'm
be
not
caring.
letting nothing slide. He's 16 and 21.
Kirby, I don't do nothing. He don't be doing nothing. That's all them players.
But
Kirby
you
don't be
cannot
coaching
compare
nothing. That's
Kirby
all that
Prime,
talent
bro.
down Georgia. They just overcompensating with the talent. That's why they be crying now. That's why you got the greats crying about the NIL now. Because they can't because they just can't, because all the players, there's players leaving from them places every year. They go ahead and hoard all that talent, and they can't pay them under the table no more. So now that's why them old timers is crying now about the NIL. Kirby, Kirby crying about it. Yeah, Kirby Smart. He one of them crybabies about the NIL. Yeah, and Nick Saban too. He just do it low key. You know, Kirby in that same circle as Nick Saban and them. Hey, them good. Yeah, don't lie. You don't lie. You know Nick Saban. What Nick Saban came out and said when he was talking about the NIL. They complaining about the NIL too in Georgia. Yeah, because y'all ain't getting all the players that y'all usually get.
You ain't got nothing to back it up.
I'm telling you right now, because Georgia. I'm telling you right now what I'm saying. You know, Kirby be complaining about the NIL.
Kirby's not complaining. He back-to-back SEC.
Don't lie about that. Come on, Motivated. You know he came out and spoke on that NIL stuff about Georgia. Come on, bro. Don't lie about that, bro.
He said you adjust with the times.
No, my thing.
Yeah, you adjust with the times, but you gotta adjust with the times. That was his way of
players crying about no NIL.
So are y'all getting all the top recruits that y'all used to get down there in Georgia?
Yes, we've been top 10 in recruits for the last 12 years.
So why would he come out and back Kirby? Why would he come out and back Saban then? When was Saban talking about?
He didn't say nothing that Saban said.
All right, bro. All right. We ain't gonna
brother motivated, educating them about that good old SEC, man.
All right, bro.
Nah,
all right, bro. He definitely did.
I don't know why.
Because now I gotta pull it up, because you gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pull it up and keep it real. Over 10 years,
Nick Saban,
75 players from Georgia have been drafted. Nobody's complaining about Kirby Smart.
Nah, you know what he did. Now I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
All right,
pull it up. Anybody from Georgia complain about anything about NIL?
Georgia, Head coach Kirby Smart has expressed significant concerns regarding the unrelated nature of the name, image, and likeness in college football. Hold
Concerns.
up.
That's
Hold
not
up.
crime.
No. You say he ain't say nothing like that about it. Hold up. No.
You
See,
say
now I
he's
got
been
no.
crying.
I'm just, bro. You gonna let me finish reading it?
Go
I'm
ahead,
just
read it.
describing the system as confusing and sometimes spiraling. Smart has criticized the pay-for-play environment, highlighting the recruitment risk of the high-dollar party deals and advocating for a focus on player development over monetary promises. Why would he talk about that? Why would he talk about that?
Yeah.
But why would he talk about that though? But no. See, you see where that's going now? At first he said nothing like that.
Yeah,
and then next ball said, he's educating them on the NIL. Then Polly, what did he just say, Polly? What he said, Polly? Cliff, what he said, Cliff, you up here, Cliff?
No, I can see what he said. I agree with you.
Did he not, or did he just not say that Kirby didn't say nothing like that? Am I tripping?
No, he said Kirby didn't say anything about. He didn't say anything.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's right there in black and white.
Bro,
what he says,
but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, Chuck.
What the hell?
They try to when they went to go talk to Trump, they try to wrap it up in like, we need a student athletes. We care about education, and student athletes are not getting
expressing
educated.
concern about players getting certain amounts of money is not crying about no NIL.
But why would he be doing that though? Why would he be saying that? If you're good on paying your players, if you're still getting all the top recruits and you're good in that area, why you even got to say anything about it? You're good.
Our players for 25
you're
years.
Set.
Kirby got there.
Okay, but you're set. So he's not crying why say it? No, but you just now said
he is crying about the NIL. He's trying to make. Okay, here's the thing, right? He's crying about the NIL, but legally, he cannot do that. That's the problem.
How is he crying about the NIL?
He can't cry about the NIL. So when they went to go to Trump.
It's not ridiculous, bro. You can keep going back to him winning, bro. We can't deny him winning, bro. But you cannot sit here and deny the fact that Kirby Smart is complaining about the play for play and the NIL because of the problems. There's something going on, bro.
Problem? What problem?
Bro, you said, you just said he didn't have no problems. Motivated. You just said that. You just said that, bro. You just said that. You just said when he said he didn't say nothing. So I pulled it up for you. Now that you see it,
you keep going back to winning. Look, bro, it's not the same as Nick Saban, though, bro. You
come on, bro. What did you talk about?
He's still a white man at the end of the day, goddamn.
How's that not the same?
He still feel like he should have control over all of them brothers over there. It's just in him. You're white man.
It ain't the same, bro.
But he ain't sitting there saying what Nick Saban's saying.
You don't.
He ain't saying what Nick Saban's saying. He ain't doing that.
You don't have to, bro.
You don't criticize that, bro. If you good and you
because my thing is this, I'll give a point. I'll give a point, Chuck, and I don't mean to cut you off. I give a point,
bro.
When a player come in there and say, "I need $1 million just to step on campus," and then he got an agent to come with him that want a little bit more off the top, that's spiraling and confusing, bro.
All right,
it's not saying that he ain't gonna give it to him.
All
but
right,
Nick Saban, on the other hand, he don't. He want to implement.
He should clearly say Smart has criticized the play-for-play environment, highlighting the recruitment risk of the high dollar and the party.
Come on, Trugger, you taking it too. You taking it too.
No, I'm not taking it too far, bro. Because I read, bro. I research, bro. Before I open my mouth, bro, I read and I research, bro. I just don't be up here talking on the mic and get behind the camera. See, that's what people be fucking up and thinking that I do, bro. I research shit. He's a Georgia fan. He should have known that Kirby said this. He just said a minute ago. If we go back and rewind,
that's not a big deal, though, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro.
Confusing and spiraling ain't got nothing to do with Nick Saban.
He just said that he didn't say anything about the NIL. Did you, man, or did he not just say he didn't say nothing about the NIL?
He did.
Did he or did he not just say that?
I heard the man say. I heard the man say what he said was. Hey, just because you hollering, it don't mean nothing.
No, I'm just saying. I know it don't mean nothing, bro, because y'all not listening. Y'all keep trying to talk over me. That's why I'm yelling, bro. That's why I'm yelling, because y'all keep trying to talk over me. The man just said, and then he went to winning. Then he talked about winning, right?
Yeah, he criticized.
Right, because that's what you went to, because about trophies. Because you said that Kirby never said nothing like this, and he wasn't backing Saban. This is backing Saban.
That's not backing Saban.
Because shit, it ain't, man.
I don't think that's backing Saban.
Bro, they all backing each other, bro.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to spout. Now you got to go back and backtracking on your words and whatever else you said.
I'm not backtracking on that.
You got to, because you just said he didn't say nothing like this. You just said he did not say nothing like this about the NIL, bro.
He didn't cry. You said he cried about it.
Yeah, that is crying. What do you mean? What do you mean? Concerns is crying. He is crying. Coming out. He has expressed concerns. That's crying. What are you talking about?
I'm crying about.
Oh, he didn't cry. He didn't. He didn't cry. Come on, man. Y'all missed me with that, bro. Come on, bro.
I feel like if you got some of the if you were in some of the negotiations that Kirby Smart was, even if you do got 12 championships, if you were there when you get some of them players that ask what they asking for, bro, you would say the same thing, bro. This is confusing, bro.
But you don't say that.
That don't mean you back and Saban.
Saban went up there, he's trying to change the NIL deals and contracts. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I said. He's came out and expressed these things about the NIL contract. Kirby ain't say nothing like that. We get the top recruits. We're winning every year. We win the SEC every year, but we're winning trophies. Yeah. How is he gonna say anything about it? But we can't deny that. But he has said that.
He criticized it. That's not crying.
Okay.
Can I say something?
I can't agree with you on that one.
Do you hear me? Can I say something?
You ain't getting with me on nothing because you can't get with me on this. You ain't got to get with me on this. It's right there in black and white.
With you. He doesn't say getting with you. He say
I know that. I said, you don't have to agree with me on it because it's right there. You don't have to agree with me on it. Y'all don't have to agree with nothing. That's in black and white. The man said what he said.
Yeah,
no, he didn't physically let tears roll down his cheeks. No, he didn't.
You expect him not to say nothing is what you saying. Usually,
because Motivated just said that he didn't say anything like this. See, that's what you're missing.
You said he cried.
That's what you're missing, neck bone. No, because what? Because tears roll down his cheeks, man. Y'all better go ahead with that bullshit, man. Go ahead with that bullshit.
Yo,
that's some bullshit, y'all. Y'all know it
crazy
too.
Thing, right?
Y'all know it too.
They're all behind Nick Saban, which is why they sent Nick Saban over there to represent them in front of Trump. But they've been complaining about this.
No, you're not finna start talking about my president now.
So why is it three
things I pray to in the morning?
Why is he highlighting the danger?
It's Donald Trump and it's my God. You ain't finna talk about my president.
Huh? Why is he worried about that? Why is he worried about the inequity in structure? He expressed. Why is he worried about the control in his own house? If there ain't nothing of that going, like that's what I'm saying. All I asked your man was to say was that, come on, bro. That's it. That's all I asked, Motivated, and it's all right here. Read it. Somebody read it out for loud for me.
I mean,
y'all from the beginning. Read all of this.
Bro.
Read it,
bro. Honestly, for real,
that's not true.
It's right here.
Players, but
what are we talking about? What are we talking about? This is what he said. It's in black and white, and we're still arguing that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because you said one thing that's not true.
Nah, because it is true. Your man is concerned about what's going on at Georgia, bro. He's concerned, bro. He is concerned, bro. He's concerned. You don't come out and speak about your top recruits and all this other shit, the equity and restructure, all this shit then we got the nerve to say he ain't back and say, so what is Saban talking about? What is Saban talking about?
Google what Saban said. Since you Google what Kirby said, Google what Saban said.
Bro, Saban said the same thing, dog.
That's crazy, bro. Y'all wild, bro. That's wild.
No, Saban said the same thing, y'all. Saban went into deep detail.
But when you talk about somebody else's team, when you talk about Georgia, like it's different though.
It sounds like you hate Kirby Smart though, because he said that.
I don't hate Kirby Smart, but what it sounds like
if you hate Kirby Smart, you know what I'm finna go to.
If you
hate Kirby Smart, you know you hate Deion.
We talked about the NIL though. We talking about the NIL. That's what we talked about.
The Deion way worse than Kirby Smart.
We could talk about and this ain't backing Kirby Smart. So hold on. Let me read. I'm gonna read. It says tech culture. Smart noted that many players have prioritized money over physical development, saying a lot of kids want to check. They don't want physicality. Is that not what Nick Saban's talking about? Hold on. Recruiting risk. He
It's
highlighted the
literally the
danger of the
same thing.
non-third-party, non-guaranteed NIL deal, suggesting some promises made by collectives could result in default contracts. Is that not what Nick Saban's talking about? Hold on.
No.
Equity restructure. So what is Nick? How am I even going to go off your word, bro? And you didn't even know your coach even came out and said
Bro,
this
Google-
shit.
Google
But you
what
just said
Nick
it a
Saban
minute
said.
ago. He didn't say none of this shit. So how am I listening to you
Google what
saying
Nick
that, bro?
Saban said.
You're not
Didn't Nick Saban
researching,
say
bro. Like I told you, it's in black and white. I can put it up on the screen in black and
Okay,
white.
so
What
you
your man
pull up
said.
what
Yeah,
So now you're
he
saying
don't
that
like
Nick
Kirby,
Saban's not
bro.
saying this shit. So now we're gonna pull up what Nick Saban's saying. So I can go back into that then. Because Nick Saban is
Hey,
definitely talking
Trucker,
about some of
after
the
that-
same shit, bro.
Truck, and after that, put up what Dion said. I just want to see if you got the same energy.
Period.
Nah, they're not gonna have the same energy.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I'm gonna have the same energy. I'm gonna have the same energy for
Dion
Deion
said
said.
words.
It ain't about
Hold
what
on,
Deion
hold
said.
on.
It's about
I
me
know
talking
what
about what
Deion
Kirby
said.
Smart said and him saying it. That is him saying Kirby Smart didn't say the shit.
No
He
matter-
just said
no
that a
matter what
minute ago,
Deion
and then he
says,
went
it's
into the
gonna be right,
wings because he know he was wrong. He know he
No
was
matter
wrong
what
about
Deion
that
says,
shit.
it's gonna be right.
We
Wait,
all
after
say
y'all
stuff.
pull
We
up what
we
Dion
all say
said.
stuff and fuck up,
Are
Trucker.
y'all
Yeah, I
gonna
know we
agree
do
with
that,
what
but I'm
Kirby
just
Smart said?
saying that he said what Nick Saban said. He said what Nick Saban, what he didn't say.
Nah,
He
Nick
said what
Saban
Kirby
said
Smart
something
didn't say. Now he
completely
talking
different.
about other shit. So we're
I'm
gonna go
looking at
into
what
it
Nick
now. We're
Saban
gonna know. Okay. All right. So this is what Nick Saban's comments has. Nick Saban has consistently criticized the NIL landscape and describing it as a unsustainable, chaotic pay-for-play system that resilience
that sound a lot
underlegged free
different.
agency more than amateur athletic. He argues the priorities over money development. Come on, is that not the same? Come on, bro. That's the same shit. What is he talking about? That's the same exact shit.
Yeah,
That's
Nick
the same
Saban said it
shit.
was chaotic.
That's the
Kirby
same
didn't say it was
shit.
chaotic.
That's the same shit. The pay for play model, all that. That's the same shit he's talking about.
Yeah,
Need
and
for
Nick Saban
regulation.
said it was
Negative
chaotic.
impact on the culture. It's the
Kirby
same
didn't
shit.
say that.
Come on, bro. Come on,
Kirby
bro.
didn't
It's the
say it was
same shit.
chaotic.
It's the same
It's
shit.
literally
It's the same
thing.
shit. It's literally the
No,
same
it's not
shit.
the same thing.
It is, bro. It is, bro. It is. It's the same shit, bro.
It's not the
It's
same
literally
words
the same shit.
verbatim, bro. It's not the same thing.
Ah, whatever,
How is it
bro.
not the same
Whatever,
thing?
bro.
Literally,
Whatever, bro.
Let's get
Whatever,
past
bro.
this.
He's talking about it, bro. He's talking about the same shit.
No, it's
Man,
not.
Kirby Smart is talking about the same shit, bro. Your man Kirby is worried about the NIL too, just like every other coach is in that fucking NCAA. Because guess what? Y'all can't hoard talent no more up at Georgia, motherfucker. He worried
Bro,
about
we
the
still
dollars,
hoarding
nigga.
talent. What
He's
you mean
worried
we
about the
can't hoard talent?
dollars. Quit playing with me. Quit
What do you mean
playing.
we can't hoard
It's
talent?
over with.
We a
It's
top
over.
5 team
It's
in the
over.
nation.
It's in black and white. Got nothing to say
We
about it.
got
Let's move
talent
on.
on top of talent.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's
Georgia
move on
can't hoard
amicably.
talent. Ain't
Let's
nobody
move
beat
on
Georgia.
amicably.
They won the SEC 3 out of 4
The
years.
Lions has re-signed wide receiver Kennedy. The Lions have officially re-signed wide receiver Tom Kennedy. The team just announced. Cowboys released quarterback Greer. That's what they just released. With addition of Sam Howell, the Cowboys released Real Greer. They had spent 1 year on the practice squad. He re-signed the future deals in January. Back to 3 quarterbacks on the roster for the 49 for the Cowboys. The 49ers, DN Huff said he was retiring. That just happened a couple, 33 minutes ago, half an hour ago on the show live. We've seen a lot of that. The safety Reed, he resigning with the Titans. Jarek Reed II is resigning with the Titans a one-year deal per source. All right. All this has happened within the last hour of free agency. The Cardinals released veteran center guard Evan Brown per the transaction wire. The Dolphins is to sign the Bengals former cornerback Wilson. Another Miami move. The Dolphins are signing the former Bengals free agent cornerback Marco Wilson to a 1-year deal per agents Drew Rosenhaus and Robert Bailey. Wilson is from the Fort Lauderdale and also knows his returning home. So we got another one. All right, what's going on with the Dolphins? Tutu Atwell to a 1-year deal. The Dolphins is signing them. This all just happened in the last hour, y'all, with free agency. Just keeping y'all updated with free agency as it's going on. Like I said, we got the live ticker going on as it's happening. If you're paying attention to the screen, that's what's going on. All right. What's up?
Truck. Well, is Joe Milton? You mentioned the Cowboys. Is Joe Milton still on Cowboys roster?
Who's that?
Joe Milton for the quarterback from Tennessee.
The cornerback. Oh, Joe Milton. Joe Milton, the
Cowboys.
quarterback from Tennessee. He came from the Patriots. He went up to the 6th round pick from the Patriots. I think he is with the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's still with the Cowboys.
Yeah. crazy
Yeah,
arm. He got a crazy
I
arm.
wanted Dallas to get Kyler Murray, man.
Why?
I feel like that.
Hey, Kyler Murray is coming to Minnesota, bro. Just let it go. He's coming to my state.
Kyler Murray washed, bro.
Yeah,
in
Kyler Murray coming to
Minnesota,
Minnesota,
though.
bro.
Man, he need to go back
He a
to
Texas
baseball,
boy. Y'all
bro.
think he want to be in Minnesota?
He need to go to
Yes.
baseball.
We actually right now we got him doing his physical.
Man,
And then
them
we're about
weak
to
ass
sign-
Packers ain't winning no Super Bowl, bro. Stop that. Packers to the Super Bowl. Stop, go. Stop trolling.
Not with Jordan Love, bro. Jordan Love is not taking y'all to no Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
No,
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. They need more than Jordan Love. They missed.
Y'all gotta get Mensa next year. Next draft, get Mensa, and I'll believe it.
They're not gonna get Mensa, bro.
They ain't getting
I'm
Mensa.
gonna be honest. I got Mensa winning the Heisman next year.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh,
I don't got.
You put that bet in? You put that bet in, Polly?
Hey, I'm with you or in general?
No, I'm talking about like with
he's a good player, but
with Vegas on the site. You know, you could put your Heisman winner in for some money.
Yeah, I put mine in.
I'm gonna say, get you some money.
Darren Minson's a beast. He good,
but he not gonna win the Heisman, bro.
Who you got winning the Heisman?
No, he's at Miami.
I got the receiver out of Ohio State winning the Heisman.
Jeremiah Smith?
Yeah, I got him winning the
Miami.
Heisman.
He's gonna win the Heisman. That kid is nice.
Jeremiah
Y'all think they're gonna give it to a receiver again?
Nah, he got to do something spectacular, bro.
He is gonna be.
Man, that's what I said, bro.
He got to do something
Y'all
spectacular.
See what happened to
bro.
Travis? He had to play defense and offense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Travis played both ways too, though. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Jeremiah.
What his stats got to look like for him to win the Heisman? Motivated. What his stats got to look like?
If they make it to the Natty, he got over 1,300 yards. He'll win the Heisman, bro.
He said, "Trucker, you a Steelers fan? Y'all ass." I know we in trouble, bro. I know we're in trouble. We all confused. We don't know what to do right now. We looking so horrible right now. The Steelers. I ain't gonna front. My Steelers is looking bad. That's why I got a Ravens hat on today. Anyway, disrespecting them. I'm mad at them, bro.
Hey, you said you got a Ravens hat on because of that?
Yeah, disrespecting my Steelers, yo. Bro, how in the world, bro, would we make the moves in free agency that we making? Bro. Like, we waiting on Aaron Rodgers, bro. Like, we could not score a touchdown with Aaron Rodgers, and we was on the 18-yard line, y'all, versus the Texans in that playoff game. I know y'all saw it.
22 years old, man.
Come on, bro. He gotta go, bro. He gotta go. Ain't like we sitting around waiting on Aaron Rodgers, but then we don't make no moves. We resign Cam Heyward. I'm not mad about signing Cam Heyward because he's one of the best defensive tackles in the league, if not the best defensive tackle in the league.
All y'all need to do is draft Carson Beck, bro.
Carson Beck.
Oh my God, y'all! Don't you guys already have Will Howard on your team? Oh, y'all let him go.
And we won't play him. I'm mad about that. We won't play Will Howard. And from what I've been hearing, I mean, look, there's a lot of Steeler fans that say Will Howard's ass. I'm like, how? How is a quarter? Like, how, bro? Like, did y'all not see him in that playoff run? Like, I get it. Like, every quarterback from college don't pan out in the NFL. I get it, but dude is smart. Like, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing and how to play the quarterback position. I don't think that I know a lot of that John Gruden, that quarterback class. I know a lot of that is scripted, but a lot of that's not scripted too. And you got to learn that in like a week. You got to learn that offense and them calls and everything in like a week on that. He puts them through like a little camp for real.
If y'all draft Carson Beck, he'll take y'all to the playoffs.
Look. Speaking of the Packers, this is live. This is the live free agent tracker, y'all. Live just happened. Just a few seconds ago. Ian Rappaport reported that the Seahawks are signing a former Packers running back Emmanuel Wilson to a 1-year deal worth up to $2.1 million. Oh, y'all losing Wilson. Who y'all got back up Wilson? Go. Speaking of your Packers, who y'all got?
They got
he just went to the Seahawks.
I think they got. Oh, yeah. I don't know who they got, bro.
They got the running back for Alabama.
Who?
I can't remember his name, but they got him at running back. They decent at running back. They
They
just ain't
deep
got
that
no
running. I know
receivers.
they deep. I can't. They got Jacob, don't they?
Yeah, Jacobs. Yeah,
Yeah, they got him. But who else? Who else they got though? I know they got a one. I know he was part of the 1-2 punch, wasn't he? Because I know the Seahawks. They got Charbonnet. Now they add Wilson to the backfield. Like what? Like I mean that was. I don't even know if the running back was the Green Bay's problem. Like what is Green Bay's problem to y'all? Like when y'all
they
look
Green
at
don't
Bay's
have
Green
no
Bay,
problem.
playmakers. They
Their
don't have no
problem was
receivers, man.
on defense.
but they
That was
do.
their problem.
They went and got receivers, and they got Micah Parsons. Pass rush was crazy. They pass rush was crazy. They
They
got some
got Chris
decent
Brooks,
corners.
and Josh Jacobs at running back.
He was
I
always
feel
kept
like
on getting hurt.
Jordan Love is just not clutch, bro. I don't think he got it in him, bro. To be honest, he said
I
defense.
think he all right. He just needs some weapons, bro.
He said the
Jordan
secondary. He
Love is
said the
not good.
defense
He
is
had one
secondary.
decent year. Everybody's losing him. Like he's not
He's
good.
the GOAT said his
And
secondary
I
is the
don't even know
problem.
what they saw in him to draft him.
Hey, Truckin, I'm
Like if you
finna
go
bounce,
back
man.
and
I'm
watch
finna
his
go get
college
something to
tape
eat,
and shit.
man. Thanks for
All
having
right.
me up, bro.
All right, yeah, no doubt. Go eat your steak.
Bro, if you go back and watch Jordan Love college tape, I don't know what they saw. They were like, "Oh, let's get him." He had one good year in the league.
Who?
Jordan Love. He had one good year in the league, and like y'all need to get a different quarterback, man. But next year is the year to get a quarterback. Honestly, even if you don't need one, next year is the year to get a quarterback.
Oh yeah. That's what I don't know. Like, who's your team? Who's your NFL team?
My team is the Ravens. That's my team. But I also support Minnesota Vikings because I stay in Minnesota. But my team is the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all making moves. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all trying to make some moves. I ain't gonna front. Y'all making some moves out there. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all definitely is making moves.
The best move we made this offseason was getting rid of Harbaugh. That's the best move we made this offseason.
I
We
don't
got
know,
rid of
man.
his ass. We should have done that shit 6 years ago.
Why Harbaugh? Why you think Harbaugh needed to go?
He's just like his there were so many games where we could have won. Like we was up by a lot in the fourth quarter, and somehow, some way, like our defense, he would just do some stupid shit to make, and then all of a sudden the team start coming back. He start playing all conservative and stuff. It's like it was just a lot of coaching decisions. It's like, bro, we've seen this shit too many times. And also, to be honest, before Lamar showed up, they were about to fire him. If it wasn't for Lamar is the only reason why he was still on the staff. Like, he was still the coach. Because like before Lamar, he was having bad years back to back.
Oh man,
they were getting ready to fire him.
Y'all, man, I gotta catch that. Man, look, I appreciate all of y'all, man, coming up, man. But y'all already know, man, we buffed up, man. We buffed up this year. We supporting the Buffaloes. And I'm gonna keep arguing for the Colorado Buffaloes, no matter how the season go. No matter how the season go, I'm getting up here every week, and we're gonna have that. I gotta catch this call, man. This is about Maul Dukes, man. Appreciate y'all. Pray for each other. Pray for yourself. Pray for me. Praying for y'all.